Might as well get into it
Sun,
since we're already
yeah,
talking about it. I
I
gotta
know.
put on
Well,
my
just
glasses. I
uh,
can't deal with the Oregon sun and weather. I'm so used to Hawaii now. My
so
eyes have gotten used to it.
do you think he would not have sunglasses on? I would assume Hawaii is brighter than Oregon.
No, no, my eyes got used to wearing sunglasses for so long.
Oh, okay.
I can't wear nothing but sunglasses because life's so sunny.
Well, not here. It's not. It's October in Oregon, man. It's fucking no sun. You're not
Snow
gonna see the
sun.
sun. You're not gonna see any sun for probably 4 to 5 months.
Oh shit. I better go back.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, you
want to
better
be
get back to
here.
Hawaii.
Yeah, it was nice.
I bet it was.
You want to talk about it?
I don't want to talk. I don't want to hear about how
You don't
awesome
want to
your
hear
time
about it?
was. No,
You
not
want to hear?
really.
Okay, it's like thousand
I'm just
percent
I'm just kidding. Obviously, I
bragging.
mean, please tell it.
The only thing I
Regale
have. It's the
everybody
only
with
thing I
your
have in my
tale.
life to talk about. I have nothing else.
Regale us all on fleeting thoughts with your adventures in Hawaii. And I'm trying to figure out my dogs are fucking barking at everything now. They've been quiet this whole time, and then the moment I start recording, one of them starts running their
They
mouth. I
probably
don't know
heard
why.
you talking and they're like, "Who the fuck are you talking to, dude? There's somebody here."
He's crazy. Anyway, okay, so Joe, you were in Hawaii for what, like 10 days or something
I
like
was
that,
there
right?
for I think 9 days, but like the first and ninth day were travel days, so they were um, only half in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Um, on the way back, we left at like what was it, 9 o'clock Hawaii time, um, and then got home 9 o'clock our time, so 9 o'clock a.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. here because of the 3 hour change and about a 6 hour flight, and so that was like pretty much all day that day.
So they're 3 hours behind us, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
In their
Three
time.
hours
Okay.
behind. Yeah. So that took some getting used to. Yeah, I was there for 8 days. I went to Kauai and Maui. We spent about 4 days in each. And I went with my mom, and she was very kind and pretty much paid for everything. I pitched in here and there for a few meals and snacks and dinners and coffees and stuff, but for the most part, I lucked out and got a free ride to frickin' Hawaii town.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, it
I
was
got a
fun.
free ride to live into my house. That's what I did for
That
two
was
weeks.
nice.
I did a lot of traveling back and forth to work, you know,
Nice.
just a
Yeah.
little commutes there.
You see some epic sunsets and amazing blue
Yeah,
beaches.
yeah, every day. Every day when I'm driving home, it's just beautiful sunsets blinding me as I'm trying to drive.
I know, right? You're like hanging out on beaches and shit. Um, Hawaii is like ridiculously stereotypically Hawaii. Like it's exactly like all the pictures and all the videos and what
Hmm.
everybody says. It's
Yeah, you go there and you're like, I feel like I've already been here like a lot before.
yeah, kind of does. It's very much jungle environment. Kauai especially is much more it's more remote than the other islands, and it's more it gets more water than the other islands, and it's more rural. It doesn't have as much tourism. And so um it was much more like jungly and dense and green, and everything is forests and jungles and stuff, um, which is awesome. We went on a hike up into one of their taller mountains, which are not very tall compared to Oregon's mountains. Um, it was like 3,500 feet, I think, is how high we went up.
Yeah, it's fucking child's play, man.
Yeah, it was like
You
nothing.
can't even get caught up there in a snowstorm and have to be forced to eat the other party members in your group.
Yeah, well, it's not it's not a adventure unless there's a possible chance of cannibalism. I did
Yeah.
I did find out that there was cannibalism on the island back in the day when there were tribes running around. Um, there was a
Four
small
white
amount
men
of
came and just
cannibalism.
fucked it all up, you know?
Yeah, we had a tour guide for the hike on Kauai up to this mountain peak, and she told us like every bit of Kauai and Hawaii history, and I don't remember any of it, but I was busy taking pictures and video.
Shut
And
up, nice lady. I'm photographing
no, it
everything.
was perfect because she was talking to my mom, and they got into it about like Buddhism and spiritual stuff, and
Is your
they
mom a
really got like
Buddhist?
deep. She is studying
Practicing currently?
yeah, Buddhist
Everybody has a Buddhist phase in their
spirituality.
life, I think.
Yeah,
It's
I think
usually
so.
when you're in your like mid to
Like
elder
30s.
age. No, I was thinking like 50s
Oh,
plus,
really?
50 plus. I feel like
Hmm.
this is this Buddhist phase. I mean, it hits some people earlier, I think, but it seems
Yeah.
like everybody kind of flirts with it for at least a couple of years. Only the
Um,
diehard actually, throw on the orange robes
Stick
and
it
join
on.
a
Yeah.
temple.
My mom's pretty diehard about it. She's really into it. She was talking about it a good amount of the time.
So she was like trying to convert your tour guide.
Mm-mm. No, the
Do you
tour
think
guide
you?
was already on that level.
Oh, okay.
They were both like almost in the same boat. Like I think the tour guide lady had been like a yoga instructor, and like
As they usually are. Yeah.
like those are the same thing, right? If you're a yoga instructor,
Any
you're
excuse to wear stretchy
already Buddhist.
pants,
Any excuse.
to
Yeah,
work
that.
at least.
If I can't wear stretchy pants to work, then I don't want to do it.
I agree.
What's the point of all those leg days and fucking
Yeah.
squats?
If your fucking thick ass legs aren't in some skin tight pants to really show off their definition, what's the point of even working out?
I don't know. If I
It's not
mean,
like
if
you need your legs to carry you around or anything. They're just for show. No utility.
they're like my peacock feathers. I just point them at people and fucking turn around and waggle
Mhm.
my feet a lot.
Maybe it makes some ladies a little gushy,
Yeah,
gushy,
make some
gushy.
Gucci, make some Gucci, Gucci and Cabana up in that bitch.
Did you eat like a? Did you? I feel like it's not a trip to Hawaii unless you actually watch like a full blown, real life size pig being cooked on a spit that
No,
you
you know
then get
what?
to eat.
I didn't see any pigs, although they said there were tons of
Fucking
them
lame.
there. They're like overly overrunning things, but I think they're like staying to themselves in the forest. Like I don't, they're not. You have to go out of your way to go find them and hunt them, but you can hunt them like as much as you want. I heard. Um, and we didn't eat any pig. I don't think I had any pork the whole time. I mean, we didn't go to a luau, which we were gonna do, but it was like booked up. And the
You had to book into a luau, huh?
yeah,
In my mind, it's just you just gather around a bonfire and some grass skirt ladies are doing a little dance, and you
no,
eat that pig
that's
that's cooking.
$50 per person, and you have to plan it like a month and a half. That's everything in Hawaii is like a tourist
$50 minimum.
situation. Yeah, no, it's all like um I don't know. Like I guess we experienced a very tourist version of Hawaii, but we also did a lot of cool stuff, and we had rental cars, so we did our own thing, and um, we didn't have every day planned, but we went out every day and drove around and found cool spots, and um, the Kauai, like you could drive around the whole thing in like 2 hours. It was nothing. It was super small. We like drove all the way to the most like west north from where we were at our hotel. It took about an hour and a half, and we were like, "Oh, I guess we can't go any farther." And then we turned around and went back. It's like
Kind of creepy how small it is, especially with I'm
that
sure
one
how
was
many
small, yeah.
people try to cram onto those islands as well. So
There wasn't a lot of people on Kauai. It's not as touristy, but Maui was quite a lot bigger, and it was way more touristy. Just beach, all the beaches filled with hotels and
mhm.
resorts and mansions and golf courses, and the whole place is just overrun with wealth and white people, I suppose.
And isn't it? I feel like Hawaii would be a weird place to visit because, especially, it's just like a dumb white man. You're just like,
I'm so dumb and white.
you're like the stereotypical tourist that
I'm
just
even
shows
worse
up.
because I had my camera.
I know, right? Did you have like a fucking floral print shirt on
No,
with
I
your
should have.
cargo
I
shorts and
didn't
your
buy
sandals?
anything there.
Oh,
No.
okay.
I bought some guitar picks that said Maui on them. That's pretty cool.
Whoa, I know.
I played a ukulele in a gift shop at the hotel. I wasn't gonna like buy one there. I already have one. I didn't
I
really
just
see anybody playing. Oh no, we saw some live music at the bars
I
at
wonder how
the
many of the locals
resorts.
just fucking hate every person that steps off a plane there. They're just like, man, here's the next herd of
Yeah,
fucking tourists.
yeah. I think everybody hates everybody anyway. But
Yeah.
what I thought was interesting, because the whole place, like immediately you go, oh, this is like a colony. Like this is just some, like people took this over by force. America essentially
Mhm.
killed as many people as they needed to assert dominance, and then turned it into a tourist trap. And it's the perfect place to do that because it's so fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, the weather's amazing, the beaches are amazing, the sea life with the coral reefs and the diving and all that's amazing. And you can just tell that like the native people, just are now a part of whatever system they were, forced into there. And almost all of the like service people like at the airports and at the restaurants, all of them they looked like native Hawaiians,
Hmm.
which I thought was both good but probably sorrowful at the same time. In that it's good that like those people have the jobs, like that there's still enough of them alive to occupy so many jobs, and they still live there, and they didn't, just get wiped out completely. Like it seems like Native Americans, like you don't see them in very
Yeah,
many
unless you go to a
jobs.
reservation. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's so little of them compared to the size of the US and the amount of people that died. But Hawaii had a similar kind of situation where people came over and disease hit them really bad and lots of them died. And then a lot of business people like Dole, the pineapple Dole, Dule.
Yeah. Or the
Um,
bananas.
yeah. Does he
Tropical
do
fruits
bananas? Yeah,
general.
just in
Oh, yeah.
general.
I have Dole
Dole
bananas on
Dole
my
came
counter right now.
over and like supposedly according to the tour guide, came over and just like kind of bullied the people in power to like give over a ton of land, and then enslaved a bunch of people and used up a bunch of natural resources. And of course
Jesus.
it's
Now I got to think about that every time I fucking peel a banana. I'm like, cool.
well, if it's a Dole banana,
It's
you don't got to
thrown
think
on the
about it if it's
backs of
like some other
suffering and
slave. Like don't worry about it if it's from like a South American slave. It's not a big deal. No, I bet there's bananas grown in America, fucking Florida or something.
probably.
I don't
I
know.
was just gonna say it, but I
Not
now
everything's
when I see the name of the
there.
company Dole, I'm just gonna be like, oh, these are those fucking assholes that
I'm Bob Dole.
took over Hawaii,
I'm
basically.
Bob Dole.
Sons of
Um,
bitches.
yeah. Yeah, obviously there's a bunch of that there, but it's also like really nice and fun, especially when it's all paid for. And
I just don't think I could enjoy. I feel like I would be so caught up in my own head about being a tourist there that I
I
would
think I
almost like
was for a
it
little
would
while.
bother my ability to enjoy being there. So like,
What are you gonna just hate yourself while you're enjoying yourself?
yeah,
Then
I
don't
get,
go. It
yeah,
doesn't make any
just
sense.
yeah. That's why I haven't gone. I've never
But
gone.
there, I mean, there's also a lot of money there, and that's partly because of tourists, a lot of jobs, and a lot of people get to see some cool stuff that they wouldn't normally see if they didn't get to go there.
Mhm.
But yeah, I didn't really feel that, because to me it's like I didn't enslave anybody. I didn't fucking hurt anybody doing any of this stuff. It's not
Mhm.
my fault. Um,
I'm just saying maybe
it's
next
just a
time you
thing people
could
do.
go somewhere cool like Australia so you can box a kangaroo in the
Yeah.
fucking outback
Yeah, because there wasn't
and
a
eat a blooming
horrible
onion.
history of slavery and death with the
It definitely
Aborigines.
wasn't founded as like some kind of prison colony or
No,
anything. So
yeah, from England. Yeah. It's hard to find a spot that you can go to safely that's not
is there
due
anywhere
to,
in the world that's not ruined by white man's history and how
well,
shitty they
it's either
were?
ruined by our guilt, or it's actually still third world and kind of unsafe, like scary. You know
True.
what I mean? Like either it hasn't seen the development and so it doesn't have the guilt, but it's also like run by warlords and communists.
Well, I was thinking, I guess you could travel to the UK guilt free, right? Because that's pretty much throughout history mostly a white person's place
It's
of
just like traveling
life
to
of living.
like where your people are like from.
But I
Like
was gonna say is you can't even get away from it then because in the UK, everybody hates Americans because we're just notoriously ignorant and
Nah, I don't
loud
know.
generally. And,
I think
it's like the
Americans
general
think that
consensus.
everyone hates us, and I don't think people think about us that much.
But I think you could assimilate yourself into the UK a lot
Yeah, I could
easier.
do that.
You just
Hello.
put on that. Yeah. Like,
Oh yeah.
oh,
Oh, mate.
I'm just
I'm good.
traveling through.
Oh no, I'm not from America.
No, I
That's
know.
no. I'm from Australia. I'm one of you, mate. Don't even worry about it. I lost the English accent real quick.
That's because
Um,
you should be down in the prison colony boxing a kangaroo. I
it's more
told you.
fucking more style. Um,
I
yeah, I
think
don't
out of
know.
any place I would want to go, like travel to, would be New Zealand. I think
Yeah,
more than
because the
anything else.
hobbits.
Not because of the hobbits. It's just I feel like it's just a really beautiful place. Scotland would
I
be
would
cool
love to go
too.
there. Yeah.
Like hiking through like the Highlands and stuff. That'd be fucking sweet.
Have you gone to any cool spots
No, I
traveling?
haven't gone fucking anywhere.
Have you
I've
been out of
never
the
left the
country?
country. I've
Oh,
barely left this state.
you summer child. You
I
summer
I'm just a
child.
sweet, supple baby boy,
Simple
right for the
baby boy.
picking.
I just rock you like a little baby and take you over the border. Show you the sights. You ain't never seen.
I've
You
always
never been to
wanted to, but
Canada.
it's
You never been to
no,
anywhere.
no, never left
Well,
the country. I
bummer.
would like to, but
Yeah, England's
it's
cool.
tough.
I've been to England, and we stopped in Dublin for a day or so. It
You gotta like save up
was
money to
fun.
go do it, and then when you save up enough money, you're like, should I go on this trip or should I like I don't know, pay down a credit card bill or something, and then you
Well,
just try to do the responsible thing, and that
um,
results in you never leaving home ever.
yeah, I'm
Never go to the
lucky.
grocery
I
store.
have parents who have become
Means
somewhat more well off nowadays.
yeah.
My dad took me on a cruise to Alaska. That had to be, $1,000 person or some shit.
Hmm.
And but when I went to England, that was part of an exchange program, and I worked to be part of it. We didn't. It was like part of school, and I did. I worked like events, school events, like cleaning up after and working concessions to pay for all of it.
Yeah, see, I went to like a little podunk high school that could like barely afford to give you food from the cafeteria, so there was definitely no chance of anything like that happening. That's for sure.
Nothing cool.
Mm.
Yeah,
Remember
I
in like
my
middle
school was
school,
pretty
you could.
podunk too, but must have been better than that.
Oh, probably. Well, I mean, you went to school what, like 5 or 6 years before I did, so
Hmm.
you probably made it into the cusp before the school budgets really went to hell.
Maybe.
You were probably you're like the boomers of the school generations. Like you guys got it good, and then everybody else after you got fucked.
Yeah, I don't know. My school seemed
I
pretty
think.
good. It seemed, I
Yeah.
mean, I went to North Bend fucking high school in North Bend, Oregon, which has like a total population of like 8,000 people.
No,
And
see, I went to Oak Ridge, which has a population of about 3,000,
oh yeah,
half
sure.
of which are probably meth heads. So, had we had like a
Yeah,
school fundraising group
we
where
would
we
have.
just sold meth, we would have been fine. We could have funded whatever the hell we wanted. But
That's true. We
drugs
had
are bad,
meth
apparently.
was crazy in North Bend and Coos Bay. Yeah.
This is crazy everywhere. I think
Yeah, it's crazy here.
I think at one point I Googled like where can I move to that doesn't have meth? And the answer was nowhere.
Yeah, it said like up your own ass. Like good luck with that, bud. So then on the next day, we we went on a ride. Um, yeah, we went to see Honolulu Bay, which is have you ever heard of the song Puff the Magic Dragon?
Mhm.
Puff the Magic Dragon.
Yeah.
Some fucking old. There's
I was
a
told that
line
that
in
was
there
about
about
weed, but I think it's really just about a magical dragon
yeah, I
named
don't know
Puff.
why you would read into it. It's just about a fucking dragon. Not to be a metaphor for smoking weed. It seems too obvious to be about weed. Like, why don't you just say Puff the Magic Weed? It's probably about LSD
Puff the
anyway.
magic doobie.
Weed doesn't make you see magic dragons. Fucking acid does.
Well, it's because you're getting shitty weed, man. Come on.
No, no,
You
not
got to go to a
really.
better dispensary because science has been working on that shit.
Yeah, has it?
It ain't your granddaddy's weed.
It ain't
That's
your,
for
yeah,
sure.
no shit. Well, yeah, and what's funny is that weed's illegal in Hawaii, which seems counterintuitive because it seems like people used to talk about how they get Maui Wowie from Hawaii. I'm sure you can get it, and I'm sure they sell it, but it technically is not legal for. I think they're working on medical right now to get it
Oh,
legalized. Um,
so
I
you
barely
had
even drank while I was there. I drank a few Mai Tais because you have to. It's
to.
required. They shove them down
If
your
you try to
mouth.
leave, they do like a little breathalyzer on you. Sorry, you haven't had your Mai Tai.
Sir, I can tell you missing your Mai Tai today, so we're gonna have to throw that down
We're
your
gonna
throat.
ameliorate that situation right now.
Yeah.
So sit down, please, sir. And I'll hold your digital camera as collateral until you drink this Mai Tai.
Yep. Mai Tais are good.
I
I
bet they
don't know if
are.
I ever
Aren't
had
they?
one
Aren't they
before.
kind of like a fruity? It's like a
Yeah,
fruity
super
style
fruity.
cocktail. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a margarita, but Hawaiian. It's like
Nice.
I think it's I don't even know what it is. Every one I had tasted different, slightly. But
Depending on what guy was jerking off in it, I guess.
yeah, exactly. That's the factor. These friggin' Hawaiians. Um, what else did we do? We saw nature preserve that had some birds. It was super boring. I was devastated that there's like barely any wildlife in Hawaii,
Well,
but it
that's what I was
actually makes
thinking with
sense.
like how many
It's
people
a
are on
tiny
those.
island.
Yeah.
What animals are going to get there? There's nothing over there. It's
And when
like
animals
there's
don't
some
want to live
birds.
there, like humanity's probably just decimated like any chance that they have of like living some kind of natural life, especially if you're like a predator, and you need other
Oh,
living
they'd
things that
always
you
be.
to
Yeah.
eat. So I feel like you could get by if you're just eating the plant life, but yeah, if you're like a carnivorous
Yeah. Did you know there's
animal,
no
you're fucked.
snakes? There's just no snakes on Kauai. Like we found out there were like no snakes there, and there's almost no venomous animals other than some centipedes or something like that.
That's probably why it's such a great touristy place, because going back to the
Yeah,
Australian example, like 7 of the 10 most deadly animals fucking exist on
yeah,
that island. So
no doubt.
kind of makes it
Yeah,
harder to attract tourists when
I don't have a
there's
major desire to go to Australia.
I don't either. Like I said, New Zealand is like if I
Yeah, New
was gonna
Zealand
go
would be
to like a
cool.
cool other
Or
country.
Iceland. Iceland's kind of near there.
Hmm.
It would be cool. It looks
I feel
kind
like
of similar
Ireland
to
would be
New
cool
Zealand.
too.
Ireland would be cool. I think it's the weather is shit in Ireland.
That's
So
fine.
really it would just be going around seeing old castles and stuff.
Yeah, it'd be
That's
dope.
what I did when I was in England. I saw like
And
enough
everybody's
castles
the
to be
Lucky
like
Charms
bored
guy
with
there, which
castles.
is cool. Like, why would you not want to go hang out
Yeah.
with the Lucky Charms guy everywhere you turn?
Um, yeah.
That's what I've been led to believe through my American upbringing is
Yeah.
that everybody wears
That's
little green suits and little hats and they just run around picking 4-leaf clovers and munching on marshmallows.
I'm pretty sure you're doing shrooms. I'm pretty sure that's if you went over there and expected any of that, they would hate you. They'd be like, "Oh, you fucking Americans, you fucking dirty Americans."
Scratching their red hair and
Yeah,
picking at their freckled fucking
yeah.
faces.
I like the episode, the Family Guy episode where he meets his real dad.
Yeah.
His real dad's just the local drunk at the bar. Um, what'd you do?
Anything else? Anything else of note
Yeah,
from
lots of
Hawaii?
stuff. I would tried snorkeling, and I had no
Tried?
idea.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you
Oh no, I
just
failed.
failed?
I failed pretty miserably actually. Fucking almost had a panic attack in the fucking rough ass ocean they threw us in. It was fucking scary. So we go on this catamaran at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and are like 10 minutes
really
into the
early.
boat ride. Yeah, it was super early. It was like still dark when we got there, and we I had no idea what to expect. Like we booked this thing and it was a snorkeling tour, and we also saw the Nepali coastline, which is on the coast of Kauai, which is these like sheer cliffs and awesome landscapes that you can see from the water, and you can't really drive there. So um, we get on the boat. There's like 40-50 people on the boat, and everybody's like got like their own snorkel gear and their own shorts, and everyone's ready for what's about to happen except for me and my mom.
You're just standing there in your PlayStation
Yeah.
t-shirt with your
Yeah.
digital camera.
And I have my
What's going
huge
on?
camera on me, this like 40-pound backpack with stuff. And then and they're like, do you want a snorkel? And I was like, sure, I'll fucking try it. Because I get the idea of a snorkel. Like you breathe through your mouth and you fucking stick your head in the water. It's
Mhm.
how hard could it be?
Just don't go down too far where the snorkel goes under.
Well, you can do that. There's a whole trick to it, but I'm not fucking doing that. Yeah, I'm a novice, but I didn't like get any lessons or like learn anything about it. And
They just gave you a mouthpiece and sent you on your way.
yeah, so I just go and I jump and I put it on and I kind of like tighten it up and I think I know what I'm doing. And then like where they stopped was just off the coast, and it's like like rough water. Like it's not just this calm like pool. It's like waves of like maybe a foot or two, not big, but like rolling, undulating ocean that's 300 feet deep or some
And they
shit.
just tell you, don't go 200 feet over to the left or
Yeah,
your body will be eviscerated by coral reef. And
that's
he's like, oh, well,
essentially what they
thank
tell
you.
you. They say literally like, okay, stay on this side of the boat. Don't go too close to the coast. Don't get that far away or else this current will take you to death. And you're like, I know how to swim. I'll be fine. And so, and then some people had like floaties, and I'm like, I'm a man. I don't need a floaty.
Of
I'll do
course, yeah.
this. I'm good. And I just wanted to kind of stay near the boat. I just wanted to stick my head in the water and see what it was like. So like three things hit me right at once. Because I was already like nervous, like I'm jumping in the water and there's all these people like watching me. And I think I know how to swim.
Is there at least one hot chick in the group that you were kind of trying to impress?
That would have made it immediate, like a billion times worth.
Oh, okay. So
Just saving face with the normal human beings there was enough pressure.
okay.
Um, so I jump in with the goggles on and all this stuff, and immediately I realized that I have to work really hard just to stay afloat because it's watery and the water's like going over your head. I'm like, and then I stick my face in the water and I can't tell what's going on. And you're breathing out of your mouth, which you don't get as much air as you're used to because you're using a tube and you can't breathe out of your nose. And so anyway, I start to panic and I start to have these really deep breath, like really short, shallow breaths. And I realized like, this is horrible. This is not going to work. I can't see anything anyway. It's like black, evil death down below. There's nothing to see. I don't know really what people were enjoying about it. And
That's
so,
what I mean. It seems so weird that they'd be out that fucking early in the morning.
well, by then there was enough light to like, if there was something to see, we probably would have seen it. Hawaii has really clear water typically. And where we were was a spot that they knew about, but it was kind of like a windy day. But anyway, whatever, it sucked. And so I think I'm going to panic and die and drown. And so I just swim back to the thing. I give them back the fucking goggles. I'm like taking deep breaths. They're like, hey, are you all right? And I'm like, yeah, I just, I can't fucking do this. I don't know what I'm doing. And it really
you didn't
takes
take the class, and you're like, what class?
like,
You're not even supposed to be on the boat if you didn't take the
yeah,
class.
oh man, you fucking idiot. We shouldn't have handed you the goggles. You look so confident ahead of time. I'm like, I know, I thought it was. And so I just end up, I sit on the like the end of the boat where you can like jump in. I just sit on it and I'm just like sitting there. And then I go, and then because I'm like egotistical, like man. My mom
course,
is watching me from up top, and she could tell like I'm struggling, and she's like, "Do you want a floaty? Want a floaty, Joey?" And I go, "Fuck you, mom!"
Joey,
in my head.
you want a floaty?
And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, oh my god, this is the most embarrassing thing. I'm like, I'm a pussy. I'm the only like male of my age. Like there's a bunch of dudes. They're all fine. They're out snorkeling because they've done it before. And I thought I could just do it, no problem. And I'm like, and then my mom's sitting there offering me floaties in the ocean.
Your mom's just working on her fucking backstroke, asking if you want
No,
a floaty.
she never
making you
got
look
in.
a fool. Oh, okay.
That would have made it way worse.
She's
like
snorkeling her
diving,
ass off, and yeah,
diving around, flipping out of the water like a fucking dolphin. And I'm like, Mom, why didn't you teach me? No, she's being nice. She's just offering what they're all offering. It was no big deal. I just was like, my ego couldn't handle any of it. And so I just get really butthurt. And then I get a floaty and I just kind of hang out in the water a little bit. And then I'm just sitting in the fucking
Joey,
ocean.
they still got some kid-sized life vests. You want
know,
one with your floaty?
That's exactly right. That's how I felt. And then I give up and I finish up. Nobody cared. They don't give a shit. You
Yeah,
paid
they're
like,
also busy with their own shit.
$250 a person to be on this stupid boat. And they don't care. As long as you don't drown, they're fine. It doesn't matter. And then we go off and we see all these, the shoreline, and we see the coast. We actually saw dolphins like right after that. They stopped, and like a whole like 30 pod of dolphins, very small. I think they called them spinner dolphins, something like that. And among the dolphins was a like half-sized baby dolphin that was literally jumping out and doing like 720-degree spins out of the
Damn.
water, like showing off for us, which was fucking crazy and like kind of weird because we didn't like feed it. Maybe they were feeding it, like, you know, like they were throwing
Okay, it sounds like they're throwing some like cocaine laced
yeah,
fish at him or
yeah,
something,
that
and
would
they
be
were really
awesome.
jacked.
It is kind of weird that the animals are so like okay with people, and they're like right next to the boat, swimming next to the boat. You could see them coming out of the water and stuff. So that was like probably the highlight of that
Did
trip.
they let you swim with the dolphins? I feel like that'd be fun.
No, no. I think they would have if they had planned ahead or if the dolphins happened to be where we were. But where we were, I don't think it was a good spot to let everybody out. But we got to watch the dolphins, which was cool. And I took some video. I have some video of the dolphins that I can show later, and I'll have on my Blizzog.
That's too bad that they didn't let you swim with the dolphins, because it'd be really cool for the dolphins to have just bullied like one fucking dude in the water.
It would have been
Like they're
me.
like, oh my god, I'm gonna go swim with the dolphins, and they get down there and the dolphins just start. You know how like Flipper used to fight off sharks by just stabbing his fucking nose into
Bashing
their
his
sides?
face.
Yeah, just stabbing some fucking bro while he's trying to swim with the dolphins. Yeah, just fucking picking on him.
Mm-hmm.
Leave his bloody carcass floating in the water.
Yeah, it's kind of
That
like
went dark. I'm sorry.
no, that would have been traumatizing, and I'm sure we would have had to turn around at that point. But I'm glad that didn't happen. These were also very small dolphins. They were like the size of dogs, like medium-sized dogs. It was awesome. It would be like a perfect pet if you could, force your way into having a
Well,
dolphin.
that's what's so perfect about it is you would think that they'd be harmless because they're small and they're cute, and then you get down in there and then they just all gang up on you, beat the
There
shit
was a
out
lot
of
of them. They could fuck you up if they wanted
you.
to. Um,
I don't
so then
trust animals in the wild.
I don't either. I don't trust animals not in the wild. We've talked about dog parks. They're scary as fuck.
They are. Yeah.
People are idiots. So then we saw the Nepali coast, and then we went back and we had like lunch on the boat and all that. It was like 5.5 hours. I got super duper tired. I was like half passed out like for the last like hour, just like ready to be done.
I feel like when you go,
burnt.
you have to do at least 10 days because you spend half of it fucking sleeping from just how exhausted you get trying to do all this shit.
Well, just sitting out in the sun
yeah.
just takes it out of you. And my feet got super burnt because I didn't have shoes on the whole time on the boat. And yeah, it wasn't bad. It was a learning experience. It made me feel humbled by the ocean.
Well, you'll be ready next time then when you go again.
And there was a next time, and I snorkeled, and it was awesome.
Oh, okay. All right.
That which was the last day we were there, the last full day we were there.
You're like, I'm not gonna let the snorkeling beat me. I'm gonna snorkel my ass off.
Well, and the place we went was fucking perfect. It was like a goddamn pool. It was the Molokini. It was in Maui, so it was, we had already went to Maui, and it was called Molokini Crater, and it's this like iconic crescent shaped crater just in the woods in the ocean by in between these all these islands by Maui. And we took another catamaran, and the first place we stopped was in the crater, and it's just clear blue water. You can see to the ground, and it's like 30 feet at the deepest, and it goes all the way up to the shore. So you can just you're not allowed to because it's all coral, and you're not allowed to touch the coral, but you can just swim all the way to the shore, and it gets to like a foot deep. And it was so calm and chill that I just tried it again, and I just stuck my head in the water and just took a lot of deep breaths with my mouth whole, and it was no problem. And I fucking snorkeled for like an hour and got to see the fish, and I saw an eel, and I took a picture of it with my GoPro.
A temper tantrum when mom told you it was time to go, and you're like, "Fuck
I was
that."
like, when I'm having fun, mommy, wait till the captain says it's time. So that was awesome, very exciting. That was the highlight of that half of the trip.
On the very last day, that was the highlight.
Well, it was awesome.
At least it ended with on a positive note,
Yeah, it was. We spent 2 days, so we made it to Maui. We took a little plane. It took like 45 minutes or something like that, less than that, to get from Kauai to Maui. And then the first 2 days we were there, we had a rental car, and we just drove up the coast. Actually, we drove to Waimea Canyon. Oh no, that was in Kauai. Where did we go? Oh, we went to like a monument nature reserve park. We went to like a park with a Dick Mountain. Um,
Dick
yeah,
Mountain. Is
yeah.
that
It
what
was
it's
like
actually
this.
called, or
Is
is it
this
just like a giant
spire?
cock? Oh,
It's like
okay.
this spire. They call it like it's Io Valley Monument, and it's a very phallic,
Hmm,
dick-looking structure just sticking up out of the ground, and
right on.
right in the jungle.
Maybe it's
Jung
God's
is
cock, you know?
it's God's. It's God. It's how he formed the islands. He
Yeah,
just
exactly.
stuck his and then he stuck his dick in there to finish it off. Blasted through the water or the land and the water. But yeah, so then we took drives. We saw like a waterfall, and those are just kind of driving around days,
Right
hanging
on.
out at the hotel. And then we did the last day with the Molokini crater, and then we were supposed to swim with freaking sea turtles, but there weren't really any sea turtles to swim with
God
because we went out
damn.
to a second spot and it was much rougher and scarier. But I tried it again, and my goggles started to leak, and it was very uncomfortable. And I realized I was like 100 feet away from the boat, snorkeling in this really cool area with these like reef ridges, these like um, hard to describe little like range, like little mountain ranges under the ocean, kind of little thing that you could see from underwater.
Mhm.
And so I just swam back, and it was still pretty fun, but it was a lot choppier and harder to swim, and I was getting tired and all that. So that was fun. I took video. I'm trying to put all the video and photos together and put a post out on the blog about it. But it'll take a few days to get it all put together.
You title it Joe versus Hawaii.
Yeah. Oh, that's way better than what I was gonna do. It's me fighting dolphins and almost drowning to death, and then feeling like a loser.
It's okay. I'm sure you're not the only person that's thought that they knew what they were doing when it came to snorkeling for the first time and failed
I'm
miserably.
sure. I'm sure lots of people get hurt doing it too, because I mean, you're out in the middle of nowhere. And, people do that shit on their own too. They just go
Mhm.
out and do it. And they do dive down. You can get a snorkel with like a valve. So when you go underwater, it just cuts off the valve.
Did you try any like surfing or boogie boarding or any of that
No,
stuff?
the beaches like by the hotel that we could go to that were like easy, um, didn't really have waves for that. But we
Hmm.
saw people surfing a little bit. The waves that we saw were very small. It would have been kind of fun to try and find some waves, but um, I think that would have, I don't know, probably been boring for my mom to just watch me try to surf with no help, and I'd have to rent a surfboard and all that.
What if you let her help you though?
Let
Should
her
she
help
like
me get
participate?
on there.
Yeah.
Oh, push me up there. Get
Push
up
me,
there.
ma.
Oh, push me, ma, like training wheels. Look, ma, I'm doing it. It
Just
would have been
saying, she
good.
might have been really stoked to spend that time with you. It would have taken her back to younger years when she was teaching you how to ride a bike, and
I don't think she
you could
taught
have
me
given
any.
her that moment in
Yeah, we
time,
never
but you
talked
didn't.
about surfing or bodyboarding ever. She wouldn't go in the ocean really. She didn't really want to.
Yeah, I don't blame her, dude. The fucking jellyfish out there and
Yeah,
human
there
waste
there
and
were
God knows what
signs.
else.
There were signs that said "Be wary of man of war jellyfish," which are pretty
Yeah,
venomous or stinginous.
yeah,
Um,
no thanks. I don't even like when we go to the coast here. I'll like walk in the
like
surf,
weird. Yeah,
like
yeah.
barefoot, but I'm not like wading out into the fucking ocean. I don't know what the
Yeah,
hell's out
I
there.
went out in the ocean a few times. It was fun. I
Yeah,
there
the
weren't really
oceans.
any worries for sharks or anything, but I guess jellyfish is like the scariest thing. But
Oh, I'm way more afraid of jellyfish than I am
yeah,
sharks. I
I never really
mean,
thought about jellyfish. I was like, I don't know, if I get stung by jellyfish, I don't know, I'll die. I guess.
yeah,
I
it's
don't think
just
you die. I think you
the
just get stung.
stories. Like if if you're face to face with a shark versus a jellyfish, the story's way more exciting if it's a shark. So it's like I'm more worried about the
Obviously,
jellyfish because I don't want to get
so boring.
stung by a jellyfish and then tell people about it. People are like, oh, that sucks. But if you're like, I was fucking swimming and this
Yeah, and there was a shark.
shark swam by and fucking grabbed me by my thigh and was like throwing me. I mean, it's a way more exciting story
It's way
than,
more
oh yeah,
exciting.
I was swimming and my foot kicked this jellyfish and it fucking stabbed me in the heel.
Yeah, that's not quite as
I'm just saying.
exciting
So,
for sure.
jellyfish are the silent killers of the ocean. Or the
Yeah, they
manta
really
ray,
are.
That's what got Steve Irwin. Fucking manta
Was it a
rays,
manta
man.
ray? I thought it was
Mm-hmm.
a stingray.
Or stingray, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah, I think the manta rays are chill, and they look like
well, it was like one of those freak
alien
things too, because
ships.
they're not like aggressive creatures. It just happened to
Well, he was probably
fucking
trying to
barb
stick
his
his
ass in the
thumb
chest.
up his bum.
Yeah, of course.
Stick my thumb up your bum. Yeah, it
Could have
is
auctioned that man's thumb
something
with how many bums it had been in. Like
yeah.
an archaeological wonder.
I wonder where he's buried. Should dig it
Let's
up
go
and
find him.
see what
Yeah,
that
let's dig him
thumb
up.
smells like. Yep, smells
Dust
like
and regret.
stingray bung. And I know what
got
that
him.
smells like. What else? There were like chickens. Chickens are a
shit.
fucking huge thing in Hawaii.
Like cockfights, or just they're just
Oh
around?
man, I bet there's some goddamn cockfights I missed.
So
I
the
didn't even look into
cockfight
it.
champion of the fucking capital of the world. I mean,
Well, there are some wild ass chickens, literally wild chickens. They're not domesticated. They're not for eating. They're not for doing anything
Why wouldn't
with.
you eat
They're
'em?
just hanging out. Well, I've heard what they said is that they taste like shit because they're just wild chickens for the last like 20, 30
no,
years.
yeah, they're not being fed like all of our synthetic
Exactly.
hormone injected grains.
Like
that
if
we're
you
used
needed to,
eating.
you could obviously eat them, but like nobody does. I'm
Those
sure there
things
are.
just taste like grass and garbage. What the fuck?
Yeah, it tastes. They're like seagulls or something, like
Yeah.
or pigeons. Like they're just shitty. And there were just tons of them, and they're some of them are super pretty. They're just like all these roosters running around with pretty plumage and all that. And then I saw some baby chickens and stuff, but it was kind of fun to just see wild chickens all over the place. I guess they used to have chickens, domesticated in homes and things like that on people's farms and whatever. And then in like I think 1990s, there was a huge hurricane and all the chickens got loose. And then for the last little while, they just been proliferating.
They didn't even try to round them up. They're just like, fuck it. They're just wild now.
Have you ever tried to round up chickens?
No, chickens freak me out, man, because
it's like herding cats.
a chicken is like a man on meth. Like they don't even know what they're doing. So it's totally unpredictable.
What are they gonna do? You kick them. If you're afraid of a chicken, you
are a chicken.
You are a chicken. Like even a chicken that's mad, what is it gonna do? It's not like a goose that's like half your size. Oh, jiggle jaggle.
My wife letting me know that she's recording her football game right now, so not to tell her what the score is.
Oh,
she had to go play volleyball, so
her.
she's missing part of the football game.
Gotcha.
So she's recording it and then avoiding any information about it. So.
I gotcha. I thought she was gonna say, "I'm watching my show. Shut your fucking mouth
Shut
over
the
there."
fuck up! I'm trying to watch my programs.
I'm trying to watch my shows. You fuck. Yeah, chickens were interesting. I saw dolphins. I saw sea turtles on a beach though, in Maui. We just went on a beach randomly to go check out shells and whatever, and my mom was just sitting there checking out shells, and she calls me over, and there are these two massive, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 foot wide fucking sea turtles just asleep on the ocean. Just didn't give a fuck. I could have went over and slit both their throats. I did not do that. I took their photos.
I'm glad you didn't. Sea turtles are precious. You shouldn't ever slit it.
Yeah, they're super precious. But they
got it hard, man. They gotta make that fucking gauntlet from the ocean when they're born, or from the beach where they're born to the ocean before the fucking hawks and
and imagine they're so small as they're just living in the ocean, and they have to breathe air, so they can't just stay down forever. They have to come up, and they like to hang out in little caves. I found out, but we didn't see them in the
fucking
cave.
cush humans have it. We get born in hospitals for the most part, wrapped in blankets and swaddled.
Oh yeah. Our survival rate is
you get
way
put in like
better.
a little plastic container typically when you're born that's like germ free. We should all be born on beaches and have to crawl to the fucking ocean while predators.
A lot of us would not make it.
Exactly.
You got to be strong.
Fucking awesome.
Live in the ocean.
Yeah.
Just saying, they do live overpopulation long time too. They're like live as long as we do.
Yeah. Some of them live longer. I think there's some that are like fucking 100+ years old, aren't they?
That's pretty much what people live to.
Not in our society. Oh, and you're
pretty sure people
have
longer
24/7 and drinking.
People live longer now than they've ever lived.
Actually, I think I was reading a study. They said that the average life expectancy in America is actually diminishing right now, mostly in part to our diet and our lifestyles.
Yeah, that would make sense. And our stress. I would
Yeah.
imagine is pretty high in America. We're a
Mhm.
highly kind of work ethic kind of a place where some people obviously don't work, but a lot of us just work really hard.
Yeah.
80 hours a week is not crazy if you want to make money.
Fuck, it's exhausting.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I don't
I
want
think
to
the
do
most
that.
I've ever worked was like I was pushing like 60, 65 hours a week for a while.
Yeah.
When I was working like 3 different jobs while Vanessa was in school and shit.
Oh
Oh
man,
God. I couldn't
what a
do that now.
sacrifice. What a sacrifice.
You know what
Yeah.
happened to me during that time? That's when I got up to like 300 pounds because I didn't have time to
Mm.
take care of myself. I just worked all day and then ate
Stress
fast
ate.
food because I couldn't fucking cook.
300 sounds like a lot.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was a
Yeah.
tough time. Man.
I gained like
I
3
mean, you knew me
pounds.
back then. Actually, that was when we were working at GameStop. I was like
Yeah, I think
my
I
heaviest.
remember when you started losing weight because I think I started losing
Yeah,
weight
we
around
were
the
kind of
same
doing it
time.
we were doing it at the same time because
We
I was
both-
like pushing
yeah.
300 and
I
then
was
you and I
almost
both
200,
yeah.
which is
Isn't
not
that
good for
crazy?
how small I am.
Yeah.
I'm like 150. I weighed myself after the trip,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm at one. It was almost exactly 150, and I went before the trip. I was at like 147. So I gained like 3
Put on a
pounds with
few
all that,
Hawaiian
all
pounds.
those shitty weight, all
All
the
that fucking Mai
shitty
Tais
food.
you were drinking.
Yeah, Mai Tais and just yeah, like desserts whenever. I just was like, fuck it, I'm on vacation. I'm gonna eat all the shit I fucking want. I don't give a
That's what I
fuck.
do on vacation too. I'm just like, it's all
What's
out
the
the
point?
window. I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck.
We were at restaurants. I ate a poke, which is like
Little
fresh
Japanese fictional monster.
that's Pokemon.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm sorry, my bad.
This is Pokemon. This is the Jamaican version. It's
Isn't it
a
like
it's a
a
it's like
rice bowl kind of thing, right?
well,
Sort of.
a lot of times
I've
it'll
heard of
be
them.
with rice,
Mhm.
but it's like a generic term for a way of preparing fresh fish without cooking it. I think it's cooked in acids, like
Jesus.
not like acid, the drug, but in acids, like
No, I
not
mean like stomach
not like
acid. They
no,
just like
yeah,
cut open
yeah.
like an animal and then pour its stomach acid over your
No,
fucking
like more
fish.
like citric acid, like from a lime or something, and
This is
they
pig poke.
leave it in.
We cut open that fucking pig over there and poured his stomach acid over your salmon. Enjoy.
Sounds awesome.
Actually, probably would be not too
It's
bad.
probably not bad at all, actually. People eat like every part of the pig. They're high on the pig.
I'm really fond of the feet. That's the
Oh, I'm
best
not.
part. Pig feet.
I don't want
Oh,
to eat any
fuck yeah.
feet. Like
I'm
chicken
just kidding.
feet.
That's
People eat
fucking
that
weird.
shit. It's fucking weird. You got to be starving for that shit.
It's like
I'm not
people
into
who eat cow tongue. I'm like, that's just weird, man. It's not really meat. It's just muscle. It's fucking.
it.
Why
But
would you
meat
just
is
eat that?
muscle. Every meat you've ever ate is muscle.
Yeah, but it's like a different. It's like muscly muscle. You know, like gristly.
It seems really tough and gross because it gets a lot
Yeah.
of like use, I would think, because you're always moving it around.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I got
I
like a
don't
little
know.
6-pack on my tongue.
Yeah.
Fucking ripped.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
I'm sure she appreciates that.
Fun facts.
That's gonna be the new
ribbed for her pleasure.
the
You know
new
what I'm saying?
TikTok challenge is drawing abs on your tongue because you use it so much to lick pussy.
Or butthole. You never know.
Yeah, whatever. Some people don't have pussies.
Whatever orifice you feel like sticking your tongue into and slathering around. More power
Ears,
to you.
ooh, ears and eyeballs. Just not
Ears would
one
be
after the
weird.
other. You
Ears
never
probably
go
wouldn't be
ear
so
to
bad
eye.
if
Never
the
go ear to
person
eye.
clears their earwax out somewhat regularly. That probably wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah,
Like in skin, yeah, hairy.
I think it would
skin.
be pretty much like skin, like waxy, kind of
What?
weird skin.
Waxing, flaxing.
It is weird that we have ears. Like, it's just this hole in our head that we're very vulnerable to like things getting in there. But we have
I know, right?
little bit of protection, but like stuff can just go in there.
You have like a skull designed to protect your brain, but then they're like, but you got these 2 big holes on each.
I don't know.
your
I guess it's
fucking head.
important to hear
So make you
stuff.
just jam a knife in there if they don't want to try to go through the skull itself. There you go.
Yeah.
You're done.
I mean, why don't bugs get in there? Why doesn't like rain get in there? Why? What's going on? Who's stopping things?
Why do we have noses? What's snot? Why are we making snot? The fuck?
Why are we making snot? Yeah, well, I think it's harder to get up into the nose. Oh, geez. Are you getting robbed?
Oh, there's a squirrel on the fence right here. Hold
Oh,
on a sec. I'm
nice.
gonna mute myself.
All right. He's muting himself. It's a squirrel. Loud ass dogs.
I think that they're done. Yeah, there's a tree right here, right outside
Did you close the
of the
door or
office.
something?
No, there's one of them's fucking poking their head out right there. I
Oh,
just want to get off the couch. But anyway, there's these squirrels. I'm pretty sure that they just live in this tree right here because they're always running back and forth across their fence. And
yeah.
when the dogs see them, they get all excited. Don't you?
Fucking stereotypical dogs.
I know.
So boring. I want a dog
Assholes.
that's just like, I don't give a fuck about squirrels.
He
I don't give
smokes.
a fuck. Yeah, he's a French dog, French bulldog. I don't give a fuck.
You guys gonna make more noise? Do I need to silence myself again? Jesus. You
I
guys are
think you need
rude.
to silence the dogs, silence of the
disruptive.
lambs.
You are disruptive.
Oh, oh. That's what dogs do. You want to see some pictures?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. This
For the
is
audio
not,
listeners, we're gonna describe it to you.
yeah, we'll
Just
just
like you're
we'll go
seeing
through
the picture.
quick, and they're not up yet, but I put most of these. A lot of these have been posted on my Instagram, and I'll put them on the blog here pretty soon. I'm still compiling shit.
Now, those are the sunglasses you wore in Hawaii.
Yeah, these are literally the sunglasses I wore in Hawaii.
There's probably little granulars of Hawaiian sand still caked into the crevices.
Oh, I hope so. There is still sand in my butthole.
Yeah, you never get out.
I put it there. I was like,
you know what sand never
I just
really gets
kept
out of?
jamming it up there.
Is if for some reason you had socks on, you like if you wear your socks and shoes down to the beach and then you get obviously sand in your shoes. The sand that gets in your socks, man, that shit's there for like 3 years minimum.
Oh, your socks? Yeah, it's because so
it's just so embedded in there.
Yeah, they're like stuck. Can you see what I'm seeing here?
Bright, yeah.
Okay, so that's a pigeon that was like really
that is not a
there.
pigeon. That is a white tiger with wings.
Oh, well, my bad. That's what I meant to say. So that I took that at the first day in Kauai. That was just hanging out by my the hotel
I like the
room.
green around its eyes. That's fucking interesting. It's like neon green.
It's really weird. Yeah, they're very, very colorful for pigeons. They're very pretty, but they're like a type of pigeon.
That's like next level pigeon. You know, that's not what you'd find in a McDonald's parking lot snacking on French fries. Like,
no,
that's a pigeon who took care of itself.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Like has a decent future ahead of itself.
They're very elite pigeons. Here's another elite animal.
Fucking elite ass rooster right there.
Look at that motherfucker. He's so cool looking.
Look at those colors. That's like not natural.
Green.
Are you sure that you were not hanging out by like a radiated fucking pool of water or something?
I don't know. Maybe I think that's what Hawaii is.
Just one nuclear power plant.
Well, I mean, I would assume there's radiation in lava, right? Because it's so hot.
No, maybe.
And then this thing is a egret. They're all over the place. Both places we went.
Okay, let's check.
They
egret she was a character in Game of Thrones and she perished. Okay, let's not.
But she had red hair, just like this motherfucker.
He's got like a red tuft on his head.
I know, and this red feathers in the back. They're almost. Have you know what like a blue heron looks like?
Mm-hmm.
It looks exactly like a heron, but way smaller. It's like the size of like. I don't know, like a small eagle or something like that. Like blue herons are huge. They're fucking like 3 or 4 feet tall. This was like 1.5 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Here's from the hike that we went on.
Whoa.
Yeah, fucking awesome. Like just this like
there's
rolling valleys.
Some sort of sacrificial ritual going on in the middle of that tree line.
I fucking hope so. There's probably a bunch of pigs.
Like if you travel to the center of that mountain in the middle there into those trees, there's definitely somebody being sacrificed on like a pedestal in there to appease the volcano gods so that the volcano doesn't erupt.
It's just luscious green trees and plants. And there's another shot of it. That's actually taken with my phone.
Wow, not bad for a phone camera.
Yeah. That was a fly that I found, which was super fucking creepy looking.
Yeah, that's I don't like it. That's a fucking devil bug right there.
I don't know anything about it, and I assume it's probably deadly, but I think it's pretty.
A Luciferian for sure.
Luciferian. Is that like Rastafarian?
I had a client today who that's how he identified his religious values. He said he was a Luciferian. And I was like, is that like fancy for Satanists? Because that's what it sounds like.
You just laugh at him.
Yeah. So I was like, that's not an option in my system, but I'll just put other things.
You're just as stupid as Christians. Way to go, bud. This is what you would think it is. It's a grasshopper.
Flower hopper.
Yes, a flower hopper. Saw these
He
guys.
almost looks transparent in a way.
Yeah, very, very light, very yeah, pretty almost transparent for
Yeah.
sure. This is a red crested cardinal that was a
He looks
small little guy.
pissed.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a
What
little
did you
attitude.
do?
I took his picture and he was
I
busy
think you
eating.
I think you ripped some ass right before you took that picture, and he
Oh,
was
I
like, "You
probably did.
fucking, you're polluting the air that I
What are you
fly
doing
through."
over there? I'm gonna
Look in
peck
his
your
mouth,
fucking
by the way.
eyeballs.
He's got something
I
in
think
that
it's
beak
a
there.
nut or like a seed. Looks like he got his nut on.
I hope it's the intestine of his enemy.
It probably is. This is a church that I didn't go into because I burn
Christian
inside
church, or
churches.
like what's the religion on
There
Hawaii?
were a
That's
lot of
interesting.
Christian
God
churches.
damn
There
it.
was some
Christianity's
Pentecostal. There was
fucking
some,
everywhere.
yeah, there were a lot of missionaries that came over to went during the colonization era. And there were a few like Buddhist kind of places too. Um, I don't know what the official like religion of Hawaii is. I think it's just Hawaiian. Like the religion is just being Hawaiian. It's like being Native American. They don't have like a religion. They have like spiritual earth praise.
That's definitely
Makes
a
sense.
Christian church, though. You can just tell.
Oh yeah, the stained
There's just
glass
a
windows.
yeah, it's just there's
It
something
was a very
filthy about it.
pretty church though. Cool
It
looking.
is like, how do they afford that? Because you definitely don't make money in a church. I'm just kidding. Yes, you do.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, all that fucking
All those
uh
donations.
donations and corruption and no taxes.
Mm-hmm.
This is a different one of those egrets. I thought this was a cool shot.
Not as
It's a
much red tuft though on the top, but not
no, it
bad.
didn't really capture that part, but you can see his little face.
I'm sure the carpet matches the drapes on this one.
I'm sure it does. This is a place called Waimea Canyon in Kauai. It took about an hour to drive up the mountain and check this place out. When we were on the um, Nepali coastline boat trip, we were on the ocean side of this. So like this is like the interior of the um, east side, I think, of the island. And then
I'm almost willing to bet money too that this is probably the suicide hotspot as
oh
well.
yeah, I didn't think of that. That's
Like, if I was gonna kill
there.
myself, I would definitely do it right there on that mountain by the waterfall.
Yeah, I
I
it's
just,
a it's like this it's like the Grand Canyon of Hawaii.
yeah, just
Um
climb up on there and just jump off.
yeah,
You
there
get
I
a
mean
beautiful
it did
sight.
smell like death and there were tons of
Mhm.
dead bodies. I just forgot. I forgot to mention that. But
Perfect.
it's fucking awesome. It took forever to get up there and then eventually we were like, "Oh, fucking A." And then there were a bunch of helicopters flying around in that area, so I took a
Yeah, as
picture
they're
of the
cleaning up the
helicopter.
dead bodies, they gotta pull them
Yep.
out.
They just pour lye out of them. This is the
Just let it melt into the
yeah.
land.
This is a picture of that Dick
That's
Mountain
penis. That's penis mountain right there. Yeah,
penis ridge. It's
got a fat shaft. You know.
yeah, it's fat and kind of odd looking. There's two big balls under there you can't see.
Yeah, I think he was somebody, when he was a kid, masturbated too much by pressing his hard erect penis into like pillows and stuff. And so it
Mm,
like as he
deformed.
aged, it sort of got a little crooked.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It's IAO Valley Monument. IO is how I would pronounce that, right? IAO.
Yes.
That is a
Well done.
mushroom I took a picture of.
Did you eat it? Did you
I
try
did
one?
not even touch that thing.
Yeah, that
It'd
doesn't
probably
look good,
fucking
actually.
kill
It
me.
looks
It
a
looks
little
fucking
fungusy.
gross. Yeah, super fungusy. There's a flower I took a picture of, if you can't tell.
Did you try eating any of these?
No, I did
Oh,
not.
okay.
I didn't try eating everything I saw. I should have, now that you mention it. I'm kind of a puss. This is a blue flower. There's your sea turtle.
Whoa, they're sleeping.
Yeah, his little eye was opening and closing because like we were getting really close to like I was really, really close. And he kept kind of opening his eye and closing it, like making sure we weren't getting too
I
close
think
and
yeah, I
fucking
think
with him.
if you get too close, man, they'll reach down and they'll grab a bandana and strap it to their head and pull out ninja weapons. And before
Yeah.
you know it, you got a real
Oh
problem on
man.
your hands.
I need to get some Photoshop going on and do that with these two. There were two of them there. This is just a close up of this little facey face. Looks weathered. Look at his little top of his head there is all fucked
Yeah,
up.
looks old as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, they do look old. Like they definitely look like old and wise and like I mean they must have gotten away with some shit to live that long. This is a
They made some
waterfall.
sacrifices. Oh yeah.
It's called Twin Falls
It's because there's two of them.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting. Um, they wanted to like charge us for parking, but we were like, that seems like a scam. And then the people who were charging for parking just left, like when we were there, like got in their little trailer and left.
Well, nobody
Like,
gave us any money. I guess we can leave.
yeah, I guess we don't need to be here. This is a shot from our Maui hotel. It was pretty good. It was
Yeah,
pretty
it's
sweet spot.
pretty fucking. Yeah, it seems very calm right there too. That's cool.
Yeah, it was really chill. We went on the beach there and swam a little bit.
With the God rays in the background to the
Yeah,
left.
right. It was very nice. We saw sunsets. I did a couple time lapse of the sunset. You could see over to the far right is I think it's called Molokai Island, which is just a little tiny island off the coast there. This is a place called Dragon's Teeth. It's like a
Jesus.
geological spot. Pretty cool.
It looks like where people were impaled by their enemies back in the day.
Yeah, I think there was ritual sacrifices here, I would assume.
It's like a
this is
warning, you
another
know,
spot of it.
you just impaled people's bodies all along the teeth to
Yeah,
scare off
that's a good
assailants.
idea. Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Line them up.
All the assailants coming from the ocean 3,000 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally
Well, if
like
you're crumbing up on an island, you see just dead people hanging out on
Yeah.
those things with like teeth. You're probably gonna be like, nah, let's not
we're
dock
gonna just
there.
go.
Let's keep going.
Let's try the other part of the island since it's so
There's a lot
small.
of islands around here. This one seems a little hostile.
This is just more of that area, different parts. Cool spot, very pretty. This is a tree. I
That's
think
not a tree.
that's
That's Gandalf's staff, dude.
oh my
I know
bad.
Gandalf's staff when I see it.
All fucking like ancient. This was a little bay that we stopped at just along the highway. This is another spot from that bay. People snorkeling, and this part was very chill. You could definitely snorkel here easily. I think there was a reef here too. And I just voyeuristically took pictures of them on their boats.
Now this is the winner right here. Look at that little cute
oh my
guy.
gosh. Yeah, I was just running around, freaking little stupid
chickadee, the chickadee.
chickadee chick. Yeah, it's super cute. Go to joesnosblog.com. See pictures of chicks. Hot chicks. Boats and hoes is the way I put it.
Chicks with big dicks.
Yeah, that's also available for a nominal fee. Chicks with big dicks, not just regular size dicks. None of those cheap trannies.
No.
Boat. Another chicken. This was like a adolescent chicken. He looks like he's got some attitude there too.
He's seen some things, man. That's an eye stare that only a mother could love.
All these motherfuckers up in this beach. I want to fucking kill all these motherfuckers. I'm trying to eat worms.
He's definitely has like a 9mm under all those feathers.
That's true. He definitely looks like he has some attitude there. Flower.
Ooh, that thing has got a hog on it. Look at that thing. That's spiny. That gets in there and then like locks in place, and you cannot get out. So it's done.
Nope. And then it pours its fucking pollen all over you.
It secretes some pheromones,
Another little flower, and a sunset. And the same sunset, but from a different direction or a different lens. And then that's right afterward. Oh, there's another shot of the dick.
Oh,
that's actually with my phone. I thought that was a pretty good shot with the phone.
Yeah, no.
Not a lot of phone shots that ended up working out. Okay.
That was an odyssey. I felt like I was there with you all 10 days. I don't even need to go now.
Oh, well, there you go. That's the whole point. I go there so you don't have to pay me money.
Yeah.
And I will travel to all the places that you didn't realize you didn't want to go.
You just got to up your photography game so you can become a traveling photographer, you know?
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
You just start here's the thing, you have a sugar mama, and then you just start a blog, and you take your sugar mama's money and you just travel around and take lots of pictures, post it. And then hopefully eventually you'll develop a big enough following that people will just pay you or advertising or whatever, you get there.
Sugar
mama's step one though.
Okay, well, if you find any, let me know. I could use one.
Are you willing to compromise your morals and values? That's the first question.
Like what? What? Who's this sugar mama you're gonna make me fucking?
And does the sugar mama have to strictly be a mama or strictly female?
Yes, and
Okay.
yes.
Well, that's gonna make things.
She needs to be a
difficult.
strict female. I'm into that femdom shit. I want her to both berate me and give me money to travel.
That's the dream.
That is the dream. Yeah, it would be cool to travel around some more and do
Your
more
mom in the
photos.
lower left there, kind of sitting there on her phone.
Yeah, yeah. We're watching one of the time lapses from the hotel room of a sunset. Look at that. Oh man, so cool. That was every night.
Every night. Do you miss it? Like, do you just feel sort of empty now that you're back in Oregon?
I'm not excited to go back to work. That seems real mundane nowadays.
I know, right? You were just on this life-changing experience, and now you're about to go back, and
it wasn't life-changing, but it was so like just chill and not like work. It didn't feel like work, other than the day where I thought I was gonna die and felt like a pussy.
But you got to experience that every once in a while.
I think that was important.
Your life.
I think that was an important part of it. I think without that, it wouldn't have been as exciting to snorkel the second time when it was fun.
Just as a note, though, definitely add a shark into that story when you tell it to people later.
Oh yeah,
and then the snorkeling because a shark showed up.
Yeah, no, then I thought I was gonna die from the shark. Yeah, no thanks. You are correct.
Not a jellyfish, a shark. Okay, because nobody gives a shit if it's jellyfish.
That's true, because they're pussy ass motherfuckers. Jellyfish. Here, I'll show you some pictures from under the water. Under the sea.
Under the sea.
Life is fucking better when you're fucking wetter. Take it from me.
Take it from me.
Me. I saw this motherfucking eel. Look at that eel.
Oh, fuck that, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty gross.
Right into your anus, and before you know it's coming out your mouth with all your intestines in his mouth.
Huge anus eel. Saw fishy.
That's a flounder.
That's my mom.
That's your mom's.
Hello there. Yep. So I took tons and tons of photos and lots of video, and I got to put it all together and watch as the views and likes hover around 10 to 20.
It's like when I release a new book. Can't wait for themselves.
I know, it's so funny when you're so excited about something that you create and then nobody gives a fuck.
You know what drives me crazy? And I was complaining about this to Vanessa the other day is sometimes when I get like a platinum trophy on a PlayStation game, I'll share it like on Twitter.
I noticed.
Everybody fucking likes it. Everybody's like, oh, this is so cool. And they're retweeting it and they're liking it.
Yeah,
and then I'll post like an advertise, or I'll be like, oh, my new book's out. Like, get it now. You I spent the last year plus of my life working on this. And then like you and one other person like it. And I'm like, fucking cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
But the trophy, this fucking imaginary bullshit thing that I earned for doing way too much in a video game. That's what I like. Literally the last one I got, I think it's up to like almost 60 likes. And I'm like, why? This is fucking dumb. It makes me never want to post this again. Because
that's so funny. That's so funny.
It's so stupid. I hate social media.
That's how social media is. It's just whatever everybody's like actually into, they want to shove in their face again.
Here's my theory. And I could be wrong. But I feel like people just don't really want to like your, like if you, in my case, I wrote a whole novel. I spent over a year of my life in existence working on this fucking thing. And I think people just don't care because they can't do it or they don't want it. So they're just like, they don't want to like congratulate you. But if you get a platinum trophy, it's like fucking anybody can do that. I feel like they just don't want to like something because it's such a cool accomplishment that they haven't done. And so they sort of
they're just jealous of you.
Yeah, maybe.
They're not apathetic. They're openly jealous of you.
They just don't.
Spiteful.
I
don't think.
I think that's why a lot of people are really nasty to like female. Like it's a really big problem in the game culture for people to be really mean to like females that are really popular, either streamers or
that's obviously
like
because they want to fuck them. They can't.
I bought that, and I think it's also because they're like jealous that this woman who
sure. I'm sure they're jealous
has
as
like
well.
this job that they would love to have, and like for the longest time, video
They're
games were a
conflicted
male
because they
dominated
want to
thing.
be them and they want to fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
But then this
weird.
person's got it, and there's no way that this woman could be a real gamer.
Yeah. Why would you be confused that like a cute gamer girl is going to be popular? It's fun to watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying. I think it's
Yeah.
because there's a lot of people out there who would love to have a job where they got to play video games and stream it and make tons of money. And
yeah, and a lot of
people can
dudes
do that.
are on there trying to do that, and they aren't
Mhm.
getting anywhere because there is a lot of people out there doing it, and they're not as popular.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, and it might not even be their fault. They just, they need to do it longer, and they need to maybe ups their marketing game, because a lot of it's marketing. What
Yeah.
hashtags are you using? How often are you posting? Where are you posting? Who are you collaborating with? Are you paying for promotion? Do you have a website? Blah, blah, blah.
Or, just get a platinum trophy and share that on Twitter. Works.
Yeah, and everyone will love it because it probably says hashtag platinum trophy or some shit. And everybody's like,
oh my God,
somehow,
I'm into that too.
Yeah, because they happen to post it. Then Twitter goes, oh, that person likes that hashtag. So I'm going to show. Because a lot of this stuff, it doesn't matter if they follow you or not. They're not seeing your shit anyway. They're only seeing what Twitter and Facebook wants them to see based on algorithms, based on what they think is going to keep them on the platform and clicking and engaging. And they engage with fucking gamer, trophies and real specific things on Facebook. If you post anything but a native photo, it doesn't shove it into anybody's face. If you post like your own website, Facebook will show it to like 10 people. I have like I don't know, like 1,800 people on Facebook that it could show, and if it's like a good photo, I'll get like 200 reach, and if it's like a link to a photo on my website, I'll get like 8 reach. Wow. And the link is like what I want people to do. I want them to click on the link. Pinterest is different in that like everything you post on Pinterest can be a link to your own website. And I'm starting to get a little bit of some views on Pinterest, but nobody clicks on my stuff because they just look at the photo and move on. The getting them to the website is like, why would they go? I try to like, I assume if they want to see more from me, they'll click on the website, or on the photo. But no, the photos, I don't like to fuck them up with advertising. I don't like to put my website on the photo because I like my photo. I want people to like the photo. I don't want them to be like looking at a fucking bunch of words on the bottom of it. I don't sign them. I like the purity of the photo itself.
I like it too, so I can steal the photos and pretend like they're mine because there's no watermark or anything on them. So
yeah, it doesn't matter.
So I've gotten laid a few times with some of your photos, so thank you for that.
Oh, I'm happy to do that for you. It seems a little weird since you're married, and I don't know how that would help you since she knows everything about you. She'd be like, "You're like, oh, I took this photo," and she's like, "No, you didn't. Joe did. I saw him fucking post it on Instagram. You fucking asshole. What are you talking about? I also don't give a fuck about photography."
And now I'm attracted to all your lying and scheming. Let's go.
Now I am attracted to you. That's why you do it. She likes bad boys.
Yeah.
Bad boys.
That's a real bad boy move.
Yeah. And you're a real bad boy. We all know it.
Dangerous.
Speaking of bad boys, what's going on with the book? Any news? Still on the
editing? I don't know. I gotta find out from Vanessa where she's at. I'm like,
it's been a little while.
Are you not done editing? You had it for like 2 months at this point. Jesus Christ.
Probably like, oh, I stopped reading.
Actually, sitting.
I got bored.
That binder that you see in the background, that's the book.
Just open it and find out where she's at. There.
I'm afraid to look because I'm like, oh, she's on chapter 3.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, she's like, it's just red marks all over every page until the 3rd chapter. She's like criticizing it to death.
I'm about to start working on another book. I'm at that point now where it's been so long since I've read anything that I got to start working on something.
Hell yeah. Anything actually go on during the week?
No, not really. Just work.
Yeah.
Works has been hectic as fuck. I'm still waiting for them
to
get people hired and started to replace all the fucking people we lost. So it's just been a very, very busy couple of weeks. But a bunch of them new employees are starting next Monday, so on the 11th.
Oh.
So hopefully things will start getting a little better after next week once they get these people on board and trained and we're not going to be so crazily short staffed anymore, hopefully.
Yeah, it seems like it's been months.
Yeah, that's the thing about where I work is it takes them a long time to get people hired and then orientation and all this shit. So it's like a month-long process to get people actually like in clinics working. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, you have kind of a specialized job. I'm not looking forward to going back to work.
I wouldn't either. I have a week off, coming up actually. The week of
Nice.
of October 18th, I'm taking off. Vanessa has that week off too. So I don't have any plans to do anything, but I'll figure something out. Actually, I'm gonna definitely paint our room. I've painted the office and the gym, and we've had paint to paint the room for like 3 months, and we just after we painted the other two rooms, we had no desire to paint a third one. And I'm like, you know what, this week off will be a good time to just fucking knock out getting the room done. So that's exciting. It's no
Takes a
trip to
week.
Hawaii, but
You'll
no, it
have
doesn't take a
to.
week. It'll take me like a day. It's just sacrificing a day to painting, which is fun for about 10 minutes, and you're like, I fucking hate this. Why am I doing this? This is fucking
Yeah, it
tedious.
seems like a very big
It
chore.
sounds like exciting and fun, and when you first start doing it,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, this is kind of cool, and then yeah.
Yeah.
After about 20-30 minutes, you're just like, okay, my arms are getting kind of tired and I'm bored.
Yeah. Just pay somebody to do it.
Mhm.
Hey, Mexican guy, paint my room, dog. Hey,
Paint my room, dog.
Hey, I'll give you some enchiladas. Paint my room, okay? Is that all right? That sounds good, doesn't it? Like, and then you go buy
Sure, are you
enchiladas from
constipated?
like,
Why are you talking like that?
oh, I gotta poop, man. I gotta shit like fucking nothing, man. I gotta poop for like weeks. I haven't pooped in like weeks. Do they call it poop? Does the essay say poop? Oh man,
I don't know.
I gotta like tinkle, you know? Do you ever need to
Tinkle?
like, yeah, like
What?
I gotta pee, out of my little
I'm
pecker.
a 60-year-old girl. I go
Yeah,
tinkle sometimes.
yeah, 60-year-old girl. I'm a girl, Essie. I gotta tinkle, you fucker. Do you ever have to tinkle? Don't go near me, man. I don't fucking like it. I don't like people tinkling near me. Get away from me. I'm tinkling over here. You tinkle over
This
there,
is my
man.
corner.
This is my corner,
This is my tinkle corner.
I'm not gonna paint your room. I gotta tinkle, man. Leave me alone. I haven't pooped for like 3 days. I can only tinkle like tiny bits, like little bits at a time.
You give me that plastic bag. I'll give you a hot Carl. Look at all this poop out
Give
of
me
me.
that plastic bag. What? What do you need the plastic bag for? To share it? I'm gonna put it in a bag for you, man.
I think, I could be, God damn it, I gotta look it up. A hot Carl has something to do with poop.
Don't look it up.
And
you're gonna get arrested immediately by Google police.
I can't wait for them to knock on my door.
It's called a hot Carlos.
It's a hot Carl's when you poop on a sexual partner, especially upon a passive female's chest.
Yeah,
a passive female.
I've heard of pooing on chests. It seems like the easiest place to poo on. I don't want.
I would just be worried that I would strain too hard and it would kind of erupt out and get like on the face.
Yeah,
a little
all
bit.
over.
And
What does she get? She must like it already. Like at that point, you're already pooping on somebody. Who cares? It's fucking gross. Fuck all that. Did you hear about R. Kelly getting arrested?
Oh,
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah. They
he's
actually,
fucked.
I think they had.
He's on trial.
Yeah, I think they actually found him guilty of.
Did they find him guilty already?
Yeah.
I just heard about the initial indictment, and I watched this video that Larry Lawton guy on YouTube's, and he was going over some of the trial details, and he
yeah, he's found guilty on all counts and faces life in prison.
Yeah, he's fucked. He I guess one of the things that happened is he got he like made a video of a punishment for one of the girls that he was kind of abusing, and one of the punishments for breaking one of his rules was smearing feces all over her face. And I think it was her feces, but it was like he had made a video about it, and they like got a hold of the video. Like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, he was such a dumb fuck. He was something,
man.
Lunatic and a dumb fuck, but like he was also dumb for like being open about it and like trying to bribe people and trying to fucking make videos and sex tapes and like
well,
you
look
didn't
how
think you'd get in
fucking
trouble.
crazy long it took them to catch him. You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
Like
That's because
it's
he's got
probably why he
money
started
because he
getting
got
so
sued a
fucking
bunch.
cocky about it. Is he's like,
Yeah.
I'm fucking R. Kelly. I've been doing this shit
Yeah.
for fucking decades and nobody's touched me.
He's gonna get murdered in
I
prison.
believe I can fly.
I believe I can fly away from all the fucking cops and gas.
I'm flying above the law.
I'm flying right above the law. You can't get me from up here. I
Yeah, fuck that
believe
guy.
I can fly. I believe I can soar.
Now, I mean, would you, if you had to smear poop on yourself, would you want it to be your own poop or somebody else's poop?
My own poop all day long.
Like,
You
yeah,
can't
okay.
smear other people's poop on. Your own poop isn't going to hurt you. It's the other people's poop you got to worry about.
Yeah.
That's what my mom always told me. She said,
She
"Now,
would walk
Joe,
in and you're smearing
if
poo
you
on
if you
yourself.
remember
Joe,
one
is that
thing,
your
if you
poo?
remember one thing I tell you now, if you remember one thing I tell you, it's that you got to be afraid of other people's poo, not your own. Never be afraid of your own poo, son." I think that's
Keep
Morgan
it out
Freeman.
of the poop chute.
Never be afraid.
I know it's God's loophole, but you stay out of there, boy.
Got the little loophole. Oh man, I'm pretty sure God said some stuff about sodomy. It's not a loophole.
It is if you
it
want
was
to remain
completely like
a
it's the
virgin.
reason that Sodom and Gomorrah got blown up is because of sodomehe.
Sodomy.
Sodomehe. Sodomehe.
Sodomaha.
Sodomahu.
Sodomy.
Sodomahu. Yeah, that's beautiful song. Fucking beautiful song. Do you have a recommendation for this week?
Fucking God. That's what I recommend.
God,
Finding
Jesus.
God.
That's about finding fucking the Lord.
God's
God's loophole. Finding God's
loophole.
loophole is
In
the name
finding
of
God's loophole.
the name of my
in the
memoir.
butthole.
Finding my memoir.
God's loophole.
God's loophole. Finding God's loophole is
Just
my
you
memoir.
puckering your lips like a little butthole.
Oh, that's the secret. It doesn't say anything about fellatio.
Right.
It's not fellatio. No.
It's a Felicia hoe.
Felicia hoe. Felicia hoe.
I don't know where we are. Sodomy.
Sodomy. Sodomy. Sodomy. Sodomy.
Wow, what an episode this has been, you know?
Has it been? I don't know.
We've been on the trials and tribulations of Joseph Gray in Hawaii.
I was gone for so long. I needed some interaction with real people, not just
I didn't talk to anybody in Hawaii.
Slaves.
I just talked to sea turtles and dolphins.
Yeah, I spent 8-9 days with my mom. It was we had some conflict there, especially like the boat thing with her offering me noodles, being nice. I was like, "Mom, you're making me feel like a baby." She's like, "Stop being a puss."
Be my baby, Joseph.
She literally said that, and I was like, "But
every mom does."
I'm a man.
Look at the face on my hair on my face. I'm a man.
It is kind of odd to like. There's a lot of couples. There's a lot of newlyweds. There's a lot of like pretty goddamn people there, and I felt very self-conscious when I was around people on a boat.
You're a hobbit with a mama bear.
I'm a hobbit with my mommy, with my Jew mom.
Not to have her yell about.
She's sitting there like
noodles.
like licking her thing and
getting
mustard off my face. She never did that.
I would believe it though. Let's just pretend she did for the sake of making more embarrassment for you.
Yes. Might as well. That's been so fucking funny. Do you need some water? You look like you're flushed, Joey. That's not far from the truth.
You've been out in the sun for too long. The suntan lotion's only good for an hour. Let's get another coat on you there, Joseph.
Yeah, she didn't use any suntan. She didn't use any suntan lotion. I'm just like, Mom, you're on fire. You burned. Why are you doing this? You're literally baking. She would just sit out in the sun like the whole time. She's no problem. She also travels a ton. She's on planes all the time. We also did use our COVID cards, which came in handy at one restaurant and one hotel.
Oh, nice. I went to a football game where I had to have mine.
Oh, really? Yeah, at the U of O. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because you have to be vaccinated to attend any of the games. So they
totally
they
worth
check
that expense. Oh wait, it was
free. Mine was free, but it's free for everybody. Really. Actually, what's free really?
Yeah. Ooh, nothing's really free. Costs
I
$1.05.
feel like I've been under mind control since I
Freedom
got mine.
isn't free.
Fucking
There's a
Bill Gates keeps
hefty
hacking into the
boo.
5G chip and controlling me when I sleep.
Yeah. I'm a robot. I get to go back to work and find out all the people that quit because of COVID.
Oh, did you guys make it a vaccine
I think
mandate
they did.
for
Yeah. I
labor?
know that like Biden made it a thing, an executive order where any business with 100 people or more are required to have vaccination on file or weekly tests. And a lot of people are not okay with that. So I don't know what's going on at work. I got to find out.
There's just nobody there when you go back.
That would suck.
Oh, you're back, Joe. Thank God. We need somebody to work the
Yeah.
registers, unload
Oh
the freight
man. Oh geez. I just quit.
in the bathrooms.
I'm
Take
gonna
out the
go take
trash.
photos in Brazil.
Yeah, that's
Call
where I'm
y'all.
headed next.
Yeah. What are they gonna do? They can't kick me out. It's still COVID. You can't kick people out of their apartments. I don't
Yeah,
think
I don't
that's
know where
true.
that is right
I
now.
don't
I have
either.
no idea.
I don't think that's true. I
Well,
paid
I
my rent.
mean, they had some shit going on for a while with that, but I don't know where it is because I
Yeah.
own my own house, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Actually, coming back from Hawaii gave me a chance to I'm proud of you as well.
Yeah.
With your
I was
retard
just having a
face.
stroke. Don't
I
mind
don't
me.
know what that was. If you're watching the video, don't watch the video. For a minute there. Just fast forward. When I was like on the plane back from Hawaii, I was like, what am I going home to? Like my little
Don't
apartment.
ever think that because the moment you start asking that question,
Yeah.
that's the first step to suicide, right there.
No, not. I mean, I have reasons to live. Jesus Christ! Just because I could like move potentially doesn't mean I should die.
That's just when
It's
you
too
can
much
feel
work.
when the earth begins to break beneath your feet is the moment you finally stop and ask yourself, what am I really going
Yeah,
home
what
to?
am I
What am I
going
even
home to?
doing?
What am I doing with my life? I
That's
know
when
what
you
I'm
feel the
doing with my
brain
life, but
fracture.
I
And
feel like
then
I just feel like I could do what I'm doing anywhere. Like I could get a job and I could have an apartment anywhere in the US.
you're moving to
Here?
Hawaii. I can feel that's like that's your next thing. You're gonna
Next.
go move to
It was
Hawaii.
fucking chill, man.
You're
It
gonna
was
run your
chill.
own luau, charging people fucking
My
$50 to attend.
That's my
I
song.
don't think that song's in Hawaii, but I get what you're going for.
Yeah, but it's like the a meow meow meow. Is that a song? A meow meow meow.
It sounds like a Meow Mix commercial, but I get it. I see what you're going for.
I have a ukulele. I could get it and start playing.
Yeah. Anyway,
I should have
recommendations.
been playing the ukulele this whole fucking
You should
episode.
have
What was my
been.
problem?
I'm actually kind of grateful that you forgot
You
though.
you are grateful because I haven't been playing it, so I have to forget. I forgot I couldn't play my guitar for like 8 days, and then I came back and I was like, oh, I don't know how to play this anymore. And then I remembered I don't know how to play it before.
It's
I'm
amazing
an
what you can
amateur.
convince yourself that you used to do when you never used to do it.
When you never did it. Because you're retarded.
Whoa, hard R, bro.
I know. I said it like 6 times this whole episode. You didn't notice at all.
No, I didn't. I think I was just too enraptured with your tales of woe from Hawaii.
Oh yeah, and then there was a shark, and I almost died. Remember that part? That
and
was
then
totally
I
true.
Farted, and the bubbles skidded away.
Yeah, that's how you get it. You turn your butt to it, and then if it bites your butt, you fart on it.
I mean, and if you get bit on the ass, it's your ass. What do you use it for? Sitting? That's it.
Sitting like a kitten. What are you thinking?
You just stand the rest of your life, have a colostomy bag. You don't need no poop shoot.
Nope. That's because I'm
what we
constipated.
call poop shooting boogie.
Poop shooting boogie. That's when you have a real good country poop. Thank God I'm a country poop.
She thinks my poop is sexy.
She thinks Oh, that's good. She thinks my poop is sexy. And my dog ran away with my poop. And my wife ran away with my poop. It's a whole poop country album. Oh, what other songs do we know? Country songs. And the poopy rolled. And the poopy's tracked.
She's half turkey and poopy.
Poop talk.
My baby, she's a diarrhea. She's a one of a kind. Bum, bum, bum.
My baby, she's a diarrhea. She's a one of a kind. My baby's got constipation. Oh man, taking fiber supplements. What are other poop related words? Pepto-Bismol, laxative, diuretic. We'll turn these into country things. Don't
Chili
worry.
beans, black beans, refried beans.
Taco Bell. Oh shit, we got tons now. I forgot food. I forgot about all food. I forgot how literally all food makes you diarrhea. Too many bananas. Not enough bananas.
Too many apples. Drink too much apple juice. You got a rumbly dumbly.
Too much orange juice. Rumbly in your tumbly. Yeah. I shit on a catamaran. That's true. And then I went in the ocean. I didn't pee in the ocean though. That was one of the things I was kind of planning to do, but I didn't. Mm-hmm. I did pee on a really, really like hoity-toity beach with a really expensive golf course nearby. Oh. Well, there were a lot of people right there. It was like out in the open.
Oh, okay.
But I found
stop people from before, I'm sure.
Peeing on turtles? That's a weird fetish.
Mm-hmm.
It's too difficult.
I was on a snapping turtle and you lose the party yourself you don't want to lose.
Hope it's not a snapping turtle. Snap your dick right off. That's the other thing my mom always told me.
Not to pee on turtles.
If you're going to pee on a turtle, make sure it's not a snapping turtle. Because they'll bite your dick off. Happened to your father.
That's like every cautionary tale that every parent should tell a young boy is don't do that or it's going to blow your dick off.
Yeah. Yeah. They've gotten a little more extreme since the like hairy palms and going blind days.
Don't have sex with your girlfriend. That shit'll rot your dick off.
Don't be a simp, or it'll rot your dick off.
Are you an incel? Don't be an incel. Your dick will fall off when it's not getting used.
Mm-hmm. Even if you use it, it'll get
you use it too much. It's gonna get all tired and run away.
The internet makes your dick shrivel, which is not true. It's not true. I've tested that theory.
Don't watch too much porn. If your penis is erect for too long, it'll never get unerect, and all the blood inside of it will boil, and then the whole thing will just burst apart, Joe.
Oh my god!
The whole dick will burst apart.
Oh no!
Just from
but I don't want that to happen.
I like my dick.
Oh, how do I not have that happen? How much money should I give you? Oh, are you selling something that allows me to play with my pee-pee and not have it go away? Sound like
just need a trick to the ED so they can manually remove the blood from your penis.
Oh, that sounds nice. I like the manually part. As long as it's not a manual and it's a lady, more like a lady, you know. Maybe more like a womanly. I don't know what that sounds
like. I don't want no manual about my dick.
Don't want this, see? No man. Maybe with a lady. She can milk me. She.
I want one of them farm girls. You're saying?
Yeah.
I used to milk on them cows.
Yeah. Do I have a choice?
Something that needs milking.
Fucking weird.
I don't even know what's going on for the last 15 minutes of this episode. It's just been
nothing.
Mayhem.
Mayhem. Would you have any recommendations? I think I already said that.
I think I've started to say my recommendation is like 4 times, and then it just derails into 50s villain gangsters that want to have their dicks.
Yeah, your dick's gonna fall off. See, you gotta let me milk it. See,
why are you constantly saying
this is a cigar? It's a cigar, you know, because they used to drink. They used to drink cigars.
I thought you were just trying to convince me that everything.
No,
it's
the like Wily Rabbit or whatever. Yeah,
actually, I think that's like a white supremacist symbol nowadays. I think.
No, that's when you put it on your knee and you want somebody to hit you. Is that not? Can I misinterpret
No, I'm pretty
that?
sure like this is. I don't know. It might be.
No, they thought it was like a dog whistle, but it's just an old game that you would play where if somebody looked at it, you would hit them.
No, I know that. I know that game because I used to play that when I was a wee.
I know, and it got intertwined with some white supremacy.
The white supremacists took it over, and now they're just like, I'm gonna punch you in the dick.
No, the white supremacist thing is the Heil Hitler thing.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, swastika thing. If you can do it with your fingers, you have to do like you know, some weird fucking.
Why can't this be the white supremacist?
This is the new one. It's a hashtag.
Oh,
you know that hashtag life.
It looks scary because you have sunglasses on, so you look like you're really part of a gang.
I know.
This would be my symbol, though. I'd just be like,
Butterflies are pretty. Hey, my gang is
we fly on
my
the
gang.
wings of
Yeah,
angels.
my gang is 100% dedicated to making sure the monarch butterflies fucking make it to their fucking breeding grounds in the west. We got to make sure.
The message here is any dirty caterpillar can become a butterfly, given
Yeah,
enough time in a cocoon.
yeah, we're strictly pacifists, like the
Life is
noble
beautiful.
butterfly.
It should be preserved no
So
matter what.
a gang symbol is fucking like an animated GIF. It moves. I like how one, like my wings don't flap in unison.
No, it's flying in random
It just goes in
directions.
like ah,
The
flies in circles.
butterfly is having a seizure. It's fine. Okay, recommendation. It's October, spooky month. So
Ugh, my
I
least
know it's your
favorite.
favorite. It's mine. But I
Let's
did watch a
dress up.
show on
Let's
Netflix.
dress up like a fucking pirate.
Joseph, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Anyway, so my recommendation is a show on Netflix that came out a week ago, 2 weeks ago, called Midnight Mass.
Hmm.
And it's really good. And it's about a guy who returns to this island community off of, I think, the eastern coast of the United States. And returns to his family after he was in a drunk driving accident and he killed a teenage girl. And it's like 4 years after that incident, after he gets out of prison. And he returns home, and so a lot of the show is about him dealing with the guilt of his drinking and what it caused. All the while, it's a small like Catholic community, and they have a new reverend take over for the old Monsignor. I don't remember how to pronounce it. And
It's like Monsignor.
some things start happening on the island that are supernatural. So it's really good. It's not really scary. It's just a really good story. It's
Is it a TV
7
show?
episodes. Yeah, it's a 7 episode miniseries by
Midnight
Mike
Mass.
Flanagan, who
Mike Flanagan.
he did Doctor Sleep. He did The Haunting in Hill House. If you watch that Netflix series, which is really good as well. So yeah, check out Midnight Mass. You'd like it. Like I said, it's not really like there's like some horror elements in it, but it's not like a jump scare horror thing. It's actually a really good like drama, really.
Okay. Sounds scary.
You
know what I started watching based on your recommendation? I think it was your recommendation. I'm pretty sure it's your recommendation. Was Sex Education.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't get very far in it yet because I just went to Hawaii and didn't watch any of it. I enjoyed it. It was kind of fun. It was not what I thought when I saw the commercials for it. It was more like what you had mentioned, which was much more adult and much more in depth and interesting.
Yeah, when I saw the trailers for it, I wasn't interested. I have like something's going to be really good if the main characters are like kids or high schoolers, because there's just like an immaturity there that I don't care about. It's like a lot of times it's just kids being stupid and I don't care.
Yeah, silly.
Which there is some of that in that show, but as the show goes, especially, it becomes not only about the kids but like all the adults, like their parents and other things going on around them. So no, it's a really good show. It's funny and it's got some tender moments.
It kind of reminded me of what is that fucking cartoon that's super popular? Nick Kroll with the sex hormone monster.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What the fuck is that called? I watched all of those and I love those.
Something Mouth.
Oh, Big Mouth.
Big Mouth.
It reminds me of that, just in that it's a more adult like look at young sexuality, like what it's like to be young and learning about sex. Obviously Big Mouth is like kids and it's weird that they get away with it, but this one's much more like high schoolers in their 16, 17, 18. Actually, if this is England, it's probably more like 15, 16, because they their school goes from 16 to 18 is more like a kind of pre-college. At least last time I was there, they like actually focus on stuff from 16 to 18, and then they kind of just go on from there. It's more of like a finishing kind of a thing. Anyway, whatever. And the age of consent is 16 there in England, so I think that's closer to like when they are more open with like adult-oriented sexual content type stuff. Anyway, it just reminded me of Big Mouth in that like it's openly sexual and like kind
Mm-hmm.
of I don't think that you could have those types of shows, 20 years ago or whatever.
No,
Like
definitely not. It would be
very
it would
open
be like
about
on
sex.
Skinemax, kind of a thing. Just
Yeah, it
because
would
there are
almost
some
be
like
like
sex
that.
on it.
Yeah, especially in sex education, like the first scene I think is a sex
Mm-hmm.
scene. And it like is very kind of realistic, like,
Yeah.
you know, he fakes having an orgasm, which is weird and deals with sexual problems.
Mm-hmm. No, it's a good show.
Hits home. Hits home.
It's him. Yeah.
It
You faked a lot of
hits
orgasms
me
in
in
your
my
time.
dick. Hits me in my dick heart. My dick's heart. Hits me in my neck heart.
What do you recommend other than traveling to Hawaii for 10 days?
Oh, you son of a bitch. That's literally what I wrote down. God damn it. Fine. Okay, I'll get rid of it. I literally wrote Hawaii, the place.
Hawaii, the place.
I do recommend
Check
it
it
though.
out.
Well, I'll pick a different one, but it'll be just as
No, you
lame.
can use that one. That's fine.
No, no,
You
no.
can
I'll
recommend a
pick
play.
a
I
show.
was just joking and not realizing
No, I
that.
literally wrote it down, but then you said other than that. I'm gonna recommend the show that I watched the most on, and my mom and I watched these episodes like most of the nights, and while we were driving to and like on the plane and stuff, which is Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which
Oh
is
yeah,
not
that's a
not
great show.
not an unpopular statement, but
Hmm.
I very much enjoy it. I've already watched like the first few seasons, but I'm rewatching them because it's been a while, and it was fun to watch episodes with my mom. She thinks it's a great show. She's watched it a bunch,
I feel
and
like
it
it's a
was
good
something
show
we could
for
watch
older
together.
people because it's funny but also kind of wholesome.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
like
like
The Office. It's
yeah,
very chill and
it's not a lot of
silly.
swearing or sexual
Yeah,
content or anything like that. Like it's pretty mellow,
yeah,
but
for sure.
it still is funny. Usually comedy for me, it's got to have like a crudeness to it for me to really enjoy it. So
Yeah.
it very rarely do I find things funny that are kind of more clean.
Yeah, it is hard to find like overtly clean
Mhm.
humor, but I like silly humor, and it's
Yeah.
very silly and very childish, which is a lot of fun. Doesn't always have to be uh, dick jokes. I mean, in the podcast it does.
Yeah,
So
no, I
that's
mean that's
all we
all we
have
make. That's
because we're
all I know. That's all my material. If I was a stand-up, it would just be my whole stage would just be penises, and then I would just go on and make dick jokes for
and then just sit on them.
40 minutes or whatever.
You'd be like, "Hey, show me your dick. I'm gonna make fun of it. Do crowd work."
Just kidding. Don't show me your dick, or we're all gonna get hit
You're
with sexual
gay. Well,
harassment.
you're gay. I'm not gay. You're gay.
Homo.
Yeah, show me your dick. You're gay.
That's your whole routine is you just go up and you just point at random guys in the
Yeah, and you
audience.
say,
Show me
"Show
your
me your
dick. And if
dick."
they do
Yeah,
it,
you're
yeah,
gay.
fag.
Oh, you fucking faggot. Show me your dick. No, you're
Seen a
gay.
lot of dicks out here tonight.
Yeah. What do you got? Like a round one? You got like a fucking
You got one of
curvy
them
one?
cone-shaped heads on that boy there.
Oh, what do you got? Terrible dick. These aren't even jokes. They're just dick observations. Just dick facts. Oh, what do you got? A fucking no foreskin?
Oh,
Oh, what are you?
circumcision.
Jewish, maybe not Jewish. I don't know. Hard to tell
I
nowadays.
can't even
Most
see your
people
dick under that bush. You're all natural, my good sir.
I'm gonna take these off.
Whoa, I forgot what your eyes look like.
I'm back in Oregon. I can take my glasses off. I gotta live my life back in the real world.
God, do you have to go to work tomorrow?
Ugh, I know. I should just be sick. Oh, I got that day after Hawaii sickness where I don't want to go to work. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it hurts me. I feel sorry because I mean I was gone for a long time, and with that means somebody had to open and close since I wasn't there. I guess one of the managers, well, right when I get back, is already helping out at another store, so like they're going to be gone, so I'm going to be we'll be down a manager for a week when I get back, so that's not something to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm a little stressed about when I take my week off this month because it'll be the week after the
Then
new person starts, and so she's not going to be trained at all, like hardly. So they have some random not random, but there's another employee that's covering my clinic, but she doesn't really work in that clinic, like very rarely, and it's just going to be a mess. So I'm like, I gotta like get as much done as I can next week to just help them out, and then hope that when I return the week after my vacation, that it's not a total fucking disaster waiting for me.
Yeah.
So it's weird because I'm looking forward to my vacation and I'm also dreading it because I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm going to be coming back to. Like, then I have to decide if it was even worth taking the time off.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a big problem with like management slash leadership issues is, when people don't feel comfortable taking time off because things can't work without them. And that's not a good sign of efficient allocation of resources.
Yeah. Our issue is just bad timing because the vaccine mandate came down, and then the girl that was working with me before was perfect. She was awesome. And then she ended up having to leave because her grandma was coming up from Mexico. And so she had to help look after her. And so it was just like we just lost all the staff suddenly all at once, like right before I was going on vacation. And I offered to push my vacation off. I was like, I can wait another week or two so we have some more time to get people trained, but they told me not to worry about it.
Yeah. Well, might as well enjoy it and try to not think about it, work, and then go back and just deal with it. I mean, you're going to have work, whether it's, it's the same work. It's just work.
Yeah.
It seems stressful because I don't know. People get emotional. It'd be nice if nobody got emotional about anything at work.
I know, like if it was just work. I just get stressed out because I'm kind of like a perfectionist. Like I have a very specific way that I do everything. I have a certain standard for how things are done. And so when things
when you come
happening
back,
that completely derailed at it, like pisses me off.
Yeah. Well, the new person doesn't know anything. And then the trainer probably knows like the basic ways to do things. And so they're going to get them like so that things get done. But then you're going to come back and be like, this is not.
Now I'm going to train how to do everything correctly.
Yeah.
Basically what
now we have to relearn it. Well, that's what sucks about almost everything is like you learn from one manager how they do it, and they do it a totally different way than another manager. And then that manager is like, no, this is how you should do it. And then you're like, well, what's the fucking truth here? I mean, if it depends on your goals, like if you have the same goal, you can get to it in any direction. But if you have, if the goal is to like be as lazy as you can as a manager, then you're not going to get taught the same as a manager who wants to make a name for themselves.
Yeah.
But if the goal is to do a good job and to work hard and to, bring in, money or whatever it is you do, then you can get there different ways.
It's all about that money, bro. That's why I do it. I don't do it for the love. I do it for the green.
Right. That's a good way to end the podcast.
Yeah. I think so. That's why I do this podcast, for the money.
It's all about the Benjamins.
The ad revenue that we're pulling in.
Yeah. If you missed it, we had like 4 ads. You missed them. And, go back, listen to the episode again, and you'll catch them.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, this episode was brought to you by Lucky Charms. We're not all like this in Ireland.
We did mention Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms. What's the motto? What's the famous motto for Lucky Charms?
Famous motto is, this is not an actual indication of real Irish culture.
They got a hold of me, Lucky Charms. Tricks are for kids.
Nope, not that one.
I don't remember a Lucky Charms thing. Marshmallows that are fucking.
What was it?
Hard marshmallows.
Oh God, something horseshoes, clovers, and blue moons, pots of gold and rainbows, and the red balloons.
Oh my God!
That's like a little song. I don't remember the very beginning of it, but
that's right.
That's right.
Fucking Lucky Charms.
Oh, me Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Oh, taste the rainbow.
Taste the rainbow. I think that's fucking Skittles.
Else. What is taste?
I think that's Skittles, you fucking bastard. Taste the fucking rainbow, bastard.
Get on my dick and taste the rainbow.
Yeah. Lucky Charms are good. Don't you like my Lucky Charms? When you're drunk at night and you need a tasty snack, Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms. When you're drunk the next day and you need another thing to eat, Lucky Charms, Lucky Charms. When you've lost your job because you're dirty fucking drunk, Lucky Charms, Lucky Charms. That's the song I remember.
I hope that some random marketing exec hears that
Mhm.
little bit of your
Mhm.
song,
I
and
hope
they're
they do
like,
too.
this guy fucking cracked it. He knows how to market Lucky Charms to adults." And then
Especially
they,
Irish ones.
yeah,
They're like, we've been looking for a way to get the Irish people to actually eat the Lucky
yeah,
Charms, and
not
they're
the kids,
drunks.
the adults, because the adults are
Oh,
the ones with
you
money.
can get the Native American group too. If you are drunk on your reservation,
Lucky
Lucky
Charms.
Charms, Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms.
Hey, hey, if you're hungover and you need a cheap remedy, Lucky
Lucky
Charms.
Charms.
Don't you know?
If you're in my casino and you're not hitting the jackpot, Lucky Charms.
Yes. Yes. How? That's horrible. I mean, we gotta say a few racist things at the end of it. I mean, you can't go a whole podcast without making fun of something.
Without offending at least one or two, possibly three or four
As minorities.
cultures.
It's important. It's important to keep that edge on the podcast so that we can
fucking
controversy.
Hardcore.
Yeah, we're real hardcore.
We
did talk about incest last time.
But we had scientific data to back up our incest conversation.
That's true. You look stuff up. You look stuff up on the internet. That makes it science instead.
I'm glad we had that at the end, because I'm worried people will listen to it and they're like, they're getting soft. I mean, we just listened to Joe complain about snorkeling for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
it just wasn't really that hardcore.
I went to Hawaii and I had a little bit of an ego problem because I didn't know how to snorkel in a big old ocean. Fuck you, fucking white privileged bitch. Going to Hawaii on your mom's dime, you fucking puss. I bet you trust fund baby. Oh, my camera just turned off.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you froze, but I don't know.
Yeah,
if it's
let me fix it.
No, I love the image that it froze. It's you and kind of like
little babies. It's not frozen anymore. Yeah, I forgot to check the battery on it, and we went like almost 2 hours. So, hour 50. So, we got to be done, dude. We got to be done.
Wrap it up. I got to go for a run in the dark.
What? And what? Why? You're gonna get raped. Bring your rape whistle. Watch out for the vatos.
It's the only way I get in the action.
Put some enchiladas in your pockets. Just chuck them.
Extra saucy.
What was that noise? I heard a blue.
No.
I think we're pushing
the whole thing's just dying now.
Yeah, the whole thing's like, I'm sorry, bud. I tried loading shit on Premiere Pro to do some video editing, and the thing crashes like every time I try to add stuff. It's fucking annoying. Shit. I don't know what the problem is. Probably my weak ass computer.
Time to upgrade.
Might be.
Since you went to Hawaii on your mom's dime, you should still have some money left over to buy that new computer you've been eyeing.
I didn't have money. Didn't have money and just not spend it. Just broke. Broke as a joke.
It's okay. Everybody is in America. We're all one medical emergency away from complete poverty. So
yeah, we're all in debt. And on that note, do you have anything to plug? When your book comes out, we'll plug it.
Yeah, when that comes out, when that's done. I mean, it's out of my hands right now.
It's in
I'm gonna really start offering to pay
right
her
there.
Instead of her just doing it out of the goodness of her heart. Just be like,
I'll give you like $20.
Yeah, can I just give you an allowance and you'll just finish this faster?
That seems weird.
Hold on, I'm gonna open it.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
No, you don't. Okay.
I think. I mean, if you do, you usually do that. Do you usually look at it?
I'm gonna peek. I'm just gonna peek.
Okay. We'll see what happens. It's scary. This could ruin your marriage.
Is my marriage really that strong if this is what's going to kill it?
No, but I don't know how strong it is. Neither do you. Till you fucking do what you're doing.
Oh, no. It's not good.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Chapter 7.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
She's on she's on chapter 7 of like fucking 45 or some 44.
You have 44 chapters in your book?
Mm-hmm.
It's a long motherfucker. I think each chapter is 1 page long.
Mm-hmm. Actually, most of them are about a half a page.
Yeah. That's
Ah.
fucking child's play. It's all pop-up books. It's just like a fucking Western guy shooting at somebody.
Well, anyway, there you
All
go.
right.
Mystery solved. Chapter
It'll
7
happen
of 40
eventually.
40.
Go to joesnotesblog.com. Check out my photos. Go to Instagram, where I've been posting some photos, and that is at g_grins or at fractalfocus.nature. And then I'm coming.
Dot nature.
Yep.
That's interesting. Okay.
Fractalfocus.nature is the nature Instagram that I created just for nature
Oh, it's
specific.
Instagram. I thought it
It's
was like a website. I was like, was .com, .net,
no,
.org, like all these taken. So you went with .nature.
no, that's Instagram at fractalfocus.nature, and then at g_grins. Those are my two Instagram accounts.
Oh, okay.
And then I
Two.
have
You see
Joe's Notes
Instagram and
blog.
Facebook just like went down today too. I don't even know if they're up
Oh,
yet.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's why it wasn't reloading. I thought it was something to do with my internet,
No,
so
yeah,
I
I thought both.
restarted my thing.
I think they were hacked.
They
or
were probably
something
doing
today.
were they hacked?
Yeah,
Shit,
something like
somebody's
that.
gonna take all my fucking posts
And do
and
something
give
with. They're
them
gonna hold them
away.
for ransom.
Oh no! And don't take my posts and put them out there, use them or whatnot.
Oh no. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
joesnotesblog.com. I'll have a full journal up. I don't know when, soon, and I'll put photos and video, and then yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited to post all that stuff, to share it with the world.
Mm-hmm. Make everybody envious of your trip.
Yeah, I hope they are, and I hope they just kill themselves out of sheer jealousy.
That's an admirable goal. To cause
It's,
the mass suicide of
I
many
have one.
peoples who are
Well,
miserable with their state of being.
just a few people. It doesn't need to be a lot, just millions.
Like, how many would it be to like make you happy? Feel like your goal is accomplished? Like 20?
It'd be
Let's make it a baker's dozen. Let's just do a solid 13.
Yeah, I don't want anybody to die.
Oh, okay.
I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you said those things.
Why is the land of happiness not dying?
I want people to be happy and go to Hawaii and enjoy themselves, enjoy my photos of Hawaii, enjoy them vicariously through me.
They're gonna do just that.
Yeah, they fucking better enjoy it. What's the point of like having photos on Instagram if you can't be a famous Instagram photographer?
And what's the point of
places that
posting
other people can't go
on social media unless you're gonna have a whole swath of people vindicate you, and
yeah, like it,
validate you,
like it, motherfucker.
Just continue to like all my tweets whenever I get a platinum trophy. It makes my self-esteem as a writer go through the roof.
Yeah. You're not a writer. You're a platinum trophy chaser.
I'm fucking done. I'm actually just done with that shit. Okay.
You're not.
And this is my quick aside before we leave.
Yeah, we're almost done.
I'm officially retiring from that shit because I spent 90 plus fucking hours in Assassin's Creed Valhalla getting that platinum, and I fucking hated like 30 hours of it. And I don't know why I did tedious. Other than I'm a fucking have an addiction problem to earning these stupid things. And I'm just done. I went on and turned them off. Like I just turned the notifications. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm over.
Good.
I was like, that's like 90 hours. I could have fucking wrote another book. Instead, I was playing this fucking game that was mediocre at best and played it for way too long.
Yeah. You just gotta like put it down if it's no fun. Life's short.
It is. And I've wasted a lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, I'm gonna kill myself now.
Okay.
I've wasted too much.
Bye-bye.